Oh, we are so back. We are so back, dude. We are so back. We are so unbelievably back. It's insane. You have no clue how absolutely back we are right now, dude. We are so unbelievably back, dude. We are so back. We are so back. Reddit. We go in Reddit mode, baby. I'll explain this as when everybody rolls back in. This is crazy. This is a first. This is an absolute first in Matt CMG history. Oh, this is insane. This has never happened to me before. I didn't even know this was possible. This is wild. Yo, this is crazy. We're wilding out here. We out here wilding. I'm going to eat Reese's Pieces. This is insane. What a dog doing? Can I not? Am I retarded? Can I not open this? Oh yeah, it turns out I'm stupid and dumb. I have AIDS. We're so back. We're so back. We're so back. My teeth aren't very sharp. Broskies. We're so back, broskies. Okay. So here's the deal. Here's what happened. So apparently something triggered YouTube's copyright system. And it decided, hey, you're using too much third-party content. So we're going to give you not a copyright strike, but a community guidelines strike. And just destroy and just delete your fucking stream instantly. For no reason. And then I click appeal to appeal and be like, fair use. Don't know why this is a community guideline strike and not a copyright strike. But I click fair, so I do an appeal. I do a 1-sentence appeal. I don't even think about it that hard. And then they just fucking bring it back instantly. They waited 5 minutes and they were like, oh wait, we're dumb and stupid. We're back. So I don't know what the deal was with that. But we're so back. Ah. With that being said, we are absolutely still going to watch videos. But I have a pair of scissors or something down here because I genuinely cannot open these Reese's Pieces. If E.T. was real, he'd be fucking my ass. The lost content of you dying in Blighttown for 2 hours would be a historical tragedy. Yeah, I'm going to see if I can do something about that. I don't know. I'm assuming it's some kind of glitch in their system because, there's no way I appealed it and an actual human looked at it and looked at a 3-hour stream in 5 minutes. There's no way that happened. Ugh. That's crazy. I really cannot open this. Oh, here we go. Now we're getting... Oh. What the fuck? Is that a bird? In real life? Alright. Reese's Pieces. Alright, let's, Well, clearly I'm not going to learn my lesson, so we're going to still react to things. Chat be broken on the stream now? Is it really? Oh, what the fuck? Oh, I know what to do. Okay, hang on. Give me 10 seconds. I know how to fix this. Do not make me log in, you fucking bastard. Did that work? There's so much lag? What do you mean, bro? Hang on. There's a way to refresh. Oh, there we go. Fixed. Do I have to do this for every fucking scene? Actually, I guess I only have to do it for... Okay, I only have to do it for those two. All right. Well, that was gay. They fucking got my ass. Oh, Chris has a video. All right, we're gonna watch Chris's video. Hopefully, they don't strike my ass again. I literally have only orange and brown Reese's Pieces. What the fuck? This is 50 minutes, bro. The Hops did not win this time. They'll never win. They'll never win because I'd always win because I'm goated. We're gonna speed this up like 1.5. We're gonna watch this. Mars Argo and Anna. Oh, you can't see this. No, you can. Mars Argo and Anna Mendieta. A video essay. I don't know who that is. I know Mars Argo. She's the GOAT. We're going to check this out, and then we're going to do the Bulma cheer list. And we're going to close us out with cryptids. It's going to be goated.
The more perplexing, the more we share the video with others as we...
My left ear really enjoys this video.
Try to make sense of it. And thus, the view count grows exponentially, sometimes producing a cult following. This was the case for Poppy, an internet sensation whose entire online presence straddles the line between performance art and alternative reality games, or ARG.
I think it was literally the Jubilee video. Weren't they the main ones who struck the old VODs? The music didn't help. No, the old VODs went down for community guideline shit because I said like offensive things. Because I said offensive things in like a 5-hour stream, and they didn't actually want to watch the 5-hour stream to actually know if I said fucked up things.
November of 2014, and her most recent upload of September 2021, Poppy has 460 videos available to the public on her YouTube channel. Until recently, all of Poppy's uploads have consisted of short, inexplicable videos featuring minimal pastel backgrounds.
How old is this video? I was just like 2 years old. 3 at this point.
And an overall, this girl can't be human vibe. The only exceptions to this are occasional uploads of her music, such as
Masarco numero uno, hell yeah, baby.
Long-form videos in which she reads from the King James Version of the Holy Bible, starting at the beginning and droning on. All other videos span between 4 seconds and 2 minutes, each one provoking more questions from the viewer as we struggle to figure out who or what Poppy is. Naturally, the internet ate this right up, filling the comment section with theories and speculation. As Poppy's videos went viral, other content creators on the website uploaded videos explaining the mystery, putting together all of the given clues at any moment. As more information surfaced, more analysis videos were made. Some videos covered the themes and underlying meanings of the videos posted to Poppy's channel, but many more were about the actress and project as a whole. Videos like Poppy's real name revealed and the true mastermind behind the Poppy project were going viral too. By now, all of this information is pretty easy to find, but at the time, it was like a massive scavenger hunt, and each development in the story was new and exciting.
Wraps the drama poetically. Oh, so the drama is over now. This is like a what's it called? Like an epilogue to the Mars Argo Poppy lore. I didn't know this was still like an ongoing thing.
Fed the Poppy project in its popularity and fit rather well into the thematic content of the work as well, as celebrity culture was one of the handful of overarching themes in her work. Poppy's videos are somewhat abstract in nature, so interpretations can vary, but I'll provide my own overview of sorts here. Poppy is about pop culture, and the narrative that can be pieced together over time is largely metaphorical. You see, Poppy is the picture-perfect model of a modern internet celebrity. She's deeply interested in fame, how to achieve it, and what it means to have a large following.
Celebrities are important. Celebrities are important. Celebrities are important.
Yeah, like me. I'm important. I should be a celebrity. I'm goated.
At times, extended from an interviewer or satirical embodiment of the media itself.
Poppy, what inspires you as an artist?
What an interesting and remarkable question that no one's ever asked me before.
Talks about the repetition of abuse in the art world. Oh, interesting. Okay.
I am Charlotte. I am a real person.
Listen, I know this is probably like your first video essay, but for the love of Christ, balance your fucking audio.
I can be way more famous than Poppy. Just watch me.
The videos are hypnotizing in nature, a quality that only increases as the story unfolds. Likes and comments seem to be spiritually fulfilling to Poppy, as she displays a unique belief system about life on the internet, eventually becoming a figurehead for her own religious cult, in which everything is happy and cute, so long as we follow her.
And now a passage.
I'm
from
cool
the
with that.
Novel of Poppy.
These utopian fantasies.
I would join that cult, low key. Everything is wholesome and vibey, but I just have to like pledge my allegiance to a white woman. Seems fine to me.
Of post-human life on the internet, which have personal bits of horror, as
To a
if the
fucking
characters
snow
are
bunny.
very wrong, perhaps even dangerous for Poppy. All the while, there's a growing suspicion
I gotta
that
sneeze
Poppy
so
is
hard.
controlled somehow.
Unrelated.
References are made to the Illuminati, and Poppy speaks more and more of a vague but powerful they that seems to have complete control over Poppy's life.
I love my fans, my record label, and my handler. They're gonna grab me. Why are you doing this?
I need a handler. I should get a handler IRL. That'd be epic. I should hire a handler. That would be awesome. Just waste my paycheck on some fucking some like 300-pound Samoan guy. Some 300-pound built Samoan guy to just like shoo people away from me. That would be awesome. Mr. CMG, your fucking limo is here.
I'm Poppy, which is only available to YouTube Premium.
I'm Mars Argo's most favorite soldier. She is awesome and will acknowledge me. Listen, Chris, I unironically believe this. I unironically believe that will happen to you. The fact that she hasn't acknowledged you yet is quite frankly baffling to me.
2-minute-long special opens with a ritualistic circle of cloaked figures surrounding a woman as she pleads for her life. The apparent leader of the group emerges from the darkness, wearing a long blonde wig, saying, "You were the chosen one. We provided you with everything.
You were the chosen one. You were supposed to destroy the Sith, not join them."
But you wanted more than that, didn't you? Your pathetic little ego convinced you that you were the one that they wanted. You're the mastermind. That they should listen to you and your amazing ideas. You broke your promise to me. He goes on to tell her that she has been replaced by someone who knows their role. Someone who knows how to follow the rules. It's implied that she has been killed only to be replaced by Poppy. This drives home the idea that Poppy is merely a vehicle.
Oh, that's pretty on the nose. Like, listen, knowing the whole Mars Argo, Titanic, Sinclair, Poppy lore, that's so fucking on the nose. It's insane. White woman replaced with another white woman. Real.
Easily replaced by another young, thin, blonde woman at the blink of an eye. This could be taken as commentary on the expendability of all celebrities, but I think the intention of this message is far more sinister. To understand this, we need to look behind the scenes at the making of Poppy. You see, Poppy isn't really Poppy. Poppy is a character, played by a woman named Mariah Rose Pereira.
I am Mars' strongest warrior. Please give me battles, Queen. You heard her. Or you heard him. What? You heard him, Mars Argo. Give Chris Peaches your strongest battles. He will be your strongest soldier.
Use and an alter ego for professional use. In the description of Poppy's videos at the very bottom, there's a very
Well, speaking of videos, I wonder if I scroll down if my video is in there. Oh, there we go. There we go. I'm goated.
Each video, until recently, says directed.
As far as I'm aware, I have one of like the only like, not the only, but I have a pretty prevalent. That video is pretty prevalent in the Mars Argo community. Chris, can you confirm or deny this? I'm stupid, so I actually don't know.
Poppy truly is her creative partner and director, Titanic Sinclair. But who is Titanic Sinclair? Well, it turns out he has his own YouTube channel and a website on which he describes himself as an LA-based audio and visual artist. Titanic Sinclair is also a stage name or alter ego of sorts, belonging to a man named Corey Mixter. Looking into Titanic Sinclair's previous
I mean, that last name kind of was already kind of music-y, like mixter. Like he knows how to mix music. You could have probably kept that. You probably could have just kept your real name. Low key.
reveals an even deeper, wider rabbit hole of information and provides us with a disturbing new lens through which we can interpret Poppy's content. Allow me to introduce you to Titanic Sinclair's first creative partner, Mars Argo.
Hell yeah.
Mars Argo is the
She's the GOAT. The GOAT. I'm always tardy to the party these days. You know me, you missed the best part. We got copyright strike live on stream. It was awesome.
author of Whitney Sheets, who entered a relationship with Corey
I almost
Taylor
shat my
with
pants.
Titanic Sinclair in 2008. In 2009, the two began making music together, forming a band which they also called Mars Argo. Together, they produced short films, music videos, and a show called Computer Show, which they
Computer Show goes hard.
published online on their YouTube channel.
I love Computer Show.
Countrybag.tv.
It's so
The
silly.
naming situation here can be a bit confusing, so I'll provide a bit of a cheat sheet here. By 2012, the band Mars Argo was performing live stage shows at venues across the country. As their work became more and more popular, the couple moved first to Chicago.
I don't know, Chris. Mars Argo doesn't have a lot of reach. Yeah, I'm expecting you to pin my comment under that. Did you actually leave a comment on that? I actually don't remember what I said in this video. I don't remember anything about this video. I remember the intro goes hard. Chris, are you even in this? This video has a lot of fucking comments. I will pin it because I don't think I have anything else pinned. Pinned? What am I, fucking 12? Can you do a reenactment of your reaction when it happened? Yo, you know what the funny thing is about this? About like, the stream going down? Is I literally didn't even notice for like 5 minutes. I just kept going I just kept watching the Jubilee video. I just kept watching. I was like, oh, she's a lesbian. She's not a lesbian. The reveal. Ah. And then I was like, wait a second. Why is Chad not reacting with me? Then I happened to like click behind the OBS and click on the actual stream, and it's like, oh, this stream has been because sometimes when you play copyrighted stuff, it'll give you like a little yellow warning on your stream dashboard. It'll be like, we've temporarily blocked your stream. Stop playing copyrighted content and we'll bring it back. So I thought that's what it was, so I just sat there and waited for like 5 minutes. And I was like, wait a second, that's not what that says. And I read it closely. It's like, your stream has been taken down. I'm like, uh-oh. So then I went to like the actual fucking the creator dashboard and like appealed it. My reaction was basically I didn't have a reaction until like way after. That's pretty amusing. Anyways, Mars Argo, she's the GOAT. Angry goes hard.
Looking back at their computer show, the videos bear a striking resemblance to Poppy's signature aesthetic. Perhaps this is just Titanic Sinclair's distinctive style as a creative director, or merely a reference to his previous creative projects.
I did not comment yet, but I can. It's pretty popular in the Mars Argo community. Ironically, Pedro's comment get more worship than mine. Doesn't help that I sound feral, but you know, Chris, I won't unironically. If the more feral it is, the more likely I am to pin it. Did I ever tell you to watch the video of Team 4-Star and their tier list of fast food mascots? Fast food mascots? I don't think so. Well, we were gonna watch their Bulma video anyways today, but yeah, Chris, comment something and I'll pin it.
Rare in Poppy's content. In fact, they're everywhere. The more you look, the more references.
But yeah, I still get comments on that video every now and again.
Constantly. There's more video evidence than I could reasonably fit.
Which is funny because I'm like so completely disconnected from the Mars Argo fandom aside from just like being a general fan of her music and like her other work. I'm like so far disconnected from that community that it's so weird that that's just like a really huge video in the community. Because like I'm used to having videos big in like the Avatar, like Korra communities, right? Obviously, because of like that's what I'm known for. Because I'm already so indulged in those communities myself that it's like, okay, now it's cool. It's cool to have like my shit be like big in that community. But it's so weird having a video that's so making something so big in a community that you're not a part of. You know what I mean? Granted, that's not the biggest video. It's only got like what 50K views, which isn't crazy. I know there's videos about the topic that have like a couple million, but it's interesting. It's weird.
Chips.
Oh yes. I mean, Pedro's and my comments get tons of activity on her videos that they know us, micro celebrity.
Ooh,
Hold on, Chris. You're a niche internet micro celebrity. That's awesome, Chris. I know you. Chris, I know you. I know your comment is on the wasting away video. Apparently, I've looked this up recently. Why do I have caps lock on? What the fuck? It's gonna be loud. Unless I pause it immediately, like the goat. Yeah, like your comment is like pretty high up. Yeah, there you are. There's Chris. I do remember seeing Pedro somewhere, but I don't think it was as big. But yeah, he's the goat for that. All right. I have a new girlfriend story. Oh, dude, lay it on us, bro.
Candy. Corn dogs.
Why she gotta eat it like? Why she gotta do it like that though? Why she gotta throw it like that?
Gummy bears.
They best not be sugarless gummy bears. I was watching sugarless gummy bear videos the other day. I was watching fucking the LA Beast. You guys know the LA Beast. He's the goat. I was watching a sugarless gummy bear challenge. Shits his brains out at the end. It's awesome.
Candy, chips, pizza dippers, corn dogs, candy, chips, gummy bears, pizza dippers, candy. Doritos, Monster Energy Drink, Doritos. Doritos, Monster Energy Drink, Monster Energy Drink. Doritos, Monster Energy Drink. Monster Energy Drink.
Pussy.
Doritos,
Cheese.
Monster Energy Drink.
Food.
Doritos.
I don't want to rub it in your face, but that video did hit 1K quickly and was the most viewed video you had for a while. Yeah, a little bit. I was Chris, regardless of your fucking suggestion, I was going to do the video anyways. Because this was back when we were beefing. This was back during the beef arc of the old streams. I was going to do the video regardless. Well, I started dating this girl literally a day after your last stream. I told her we could go on a date, and then she literally went like my parents don't want me to date boys because they hurt me. What the fuck? Yo, you gotta give us more context, bro.
About things, so I check my Facebook as often as I can.
Delete your Facebook. My life is unbelievably boring and I need to broadcast that to the world.
I wonder if anyone I forgot about from high school is getting married. I better check my Facebook.
I wonder what my dad's best friend from college thinks about the president.
I'm like, okay, whatever. And the next day she's like, no, please come back. I'm sorry. I'm like, no. Bro, you just attract the crazies, dude. I don't know how or why, but you attract the crazies, it seems.
Delete your Facebook.
It's the year 2014 and I'm publicly announcing that I'm deleting my Facebook.
In the year 2006, I deleted my MySpace. And it is now the year 2014, and I am deleting my Facebook.
Hey jerk.
Can we bring back MySpace?
Facebook will die.
We need to bring back more customizable fucking internet.
Delete your Facebook. Delete your
Yeah, we know they fucking
Delete your Facebook.
they fucking copy shit. We get it.
A copycat. At this point, Mars Argo had been completely absent from the internet for a year.
Latinos and their toxicas. Arriba.
On November 8th, 2016, a disturbing video of Mars Argo titled "Everybody Wants It All" was posted to YouTube.
That video still scares the shit out of me.
Throws up blood and holds a gun to her own head.
Goated.
This, coupled with
Can I show this? I probably can. It's already on YouTube. It's fine.
Had Mars Argo actually killed herself? Was this a metaphor, as if to kill her character, allowing Poppy to take her place? Around this time,
That video scares the fuck out of me, dude.
multiple videos.
To this day.
Full-length album of ambient music titled 336. In an interview with Dom's Sketchcast, when asked how he would like to be drawn for the cover image, Titanic Sinclair requests to be surrounded by vintage Commodore 64 computer monitors, each with 336 displayed in flashing colors. What is the significance of 336?
Once you get past the Mars stuff, it gets interesting. I promise. Hear me out. Let me cook. I'll let you cook, bro.
Titanic Sinclair and Poppy used 336 as a way to lean even further into the mystery of Mars Argo's disappearance.
I don't know about the 336 stuff.
And using Mars Argo's absence to add to the discussion and lore surrounding Poppy's work. None of this went unnoticed by Poppy's fan base of amateur.
Another thing about my Mars Argo video is that this was also when I was uploading weekly at the time. I was on like a streak of uploading weekly, so I kind of did shit that video out. So the research was kind of eh.
And audio recordings of unreleased, or at least unstreamable on any current music streaming services, Mars Argo songs were popping up left and right. As more of Mars Argo's previously hidden work
What do you got? Hold on. What's everybody's opinions on the ethics of that? Of like listening to like an artist leak songs? Because some people think it's like really disrespectful. But like I could listen to a leaked Kanye track and feel nothing. Well, I'll feel something because the song slaps, but like I will not feel bad about it at all. Victoria Justice has a couple leaked tracks that I've heard. They slap. Mars Argo, she got some leaks that go hard. What's everybody's take on that?
And pop culture with a focus on future and technology were all predated by extremely similar work dealing with the same subject matter. Much of this found footage is compiled on a YouTube.
My take is I don't give a fuck.
And compilation videos of Poppy's references to Mars Argo placed back to back with the original content from Mars Argo started going viral as well. People started uploading videos of themselves shouting, "Where's Mars Argo?" during silent moments of Poppy concerts, which the singer would often ignore, but she grew increasingly hostile towards the hecklers. Sometimes
Goated.
to enter concerts early.
She works at Taco Bell and dated a lot of guys. That's why I asked her out. And every time I tried asking her out to a date, she always had some dumb excuse. So I was sick of wasting my time. Well, I mean, at what point do you take the hint? At what point do you take no for an answer? People forget to mention that 336 was also a scrapped album she thought about, kind of like Guppy. Interesting. I actually didn't know about that. That never came up in my fucking lore. All right, this part we know about. Whoops. I say, this part we know about. We know about the abuse. We know about the fucking court thing. We need the extended lore. And we know about this.
Our student, and I'm original.
Anyway, try not to get too distracted by their artsy bullshit. Poppy and Titanic basically demand for their slate to be wiped clean and admit no wrongdoing for 11 pages, and give Mars Argo the rights to her music and videos. Except that Mr. Mixter shall be entitled to retain any funds he received prior to September 7th, 2018. So, all the funds he would have ever made from the Mars Argo project at this point. This is accompanied with a long line of mutual non-harassment and mutual non-disparagement clauses, and promising to take down all mention of each other in any way. Apparently that day, Titanic Sinclair deleted over 12,000 tweets.
Bruh.
In the end, no money was exchanged. Mars Argo got the rights to her music, and the promise to never harass, strike, threaten, assault, hit, follow, stalk, destroy the personal property of, or surveil the other party, or cause anyone else to do so again. And Mars Argo is never allowed to say
I may be Mars' the strongest soldier, but I will forever listen to leaks and AI restorations. Honestly, he's real for that.
that Titanic or Poppy did anything wrong again, essentially. What a fun and totally...
You know what would be kind of goated? Poppy Mars Argo collab. That'd go kind of hard. Or maybe it wouldn't. I don't fucking know. I don't know what kind of fucking shit Poppy does now.
Continued psychological abuse of Mars Argo, saying, "I was never an accomplice to this person's past actions like some believe. I was a person who suffered similar wrongdoings as one of his former partners brought to light." This is not exactly satisfying either, as her statement glazes over the role Poppy herself played in the harm dealt to Mars Argo. But at least Poppy...
Technically, it can happen. That's what I'm saying. That's how you really bury the fucking hatchet in the fandom or whatever. Or maybe it doesn't. I don't fucking know. I don't know the lore. I don't know the deep lore. That's why I'm watching the video to learn.
As the singer works through her own anger and identity issues. In fact, many of Poppy's new lyrics reference the situation in an insightful way, such as her song "Anything Like Me," in which she sings, "I feel her heart beating in me. Get her out."
But it would be very odd. A little bit, probably. I'm sure it'd probably piss off a very select group of weirdos.
Now everyone's out for my blood comes to mind here. But the overall sentiment is that Poppy recognizes how she was molded to take Mars Argo's place, and she's writing about it in ways far more open and honest than anything we've seen from her in the past. So, where does this leave us? Mars Argo gets the rights to her own work, and the diagnosis for post-traumatic stress disorder, and Titanic Sinclair and Poppy get to keep all of the money they made while giving her said disorder. Poppy's making new music on her own, and I still can't find a single Mars Argo song on Spotify. And Titanic Sinclair
Using U's on there, innit?
Canceled on social media, which basically just means that he still has all of his industry in.
KB, what the fuck did you send me? Japan is changing history. We got a fucking old anime, man. Alright, after this, we'll watch that. Don't let me forget. I won't forget, but don't let me.
All of this Where's Mars Argo stuff sounds awfully familiar to me. The question that served as a
For once, I wanted to be the heartbreaker because when she was coming back, I was like, no, I'm not going to play whatever game you're playing. That's what you should be doing. You should have done that from the jump. Listen, I'm not exactly the most experienced... What the fuck? I'm not exactly the most experienced with women, but Unami. You gotta be more upfront with, especially with Crazy. You gotta be more upfront with that shit. You know, you don't fucking play their games. Women will want to play games. You will not play do not play their games. Do not indulge them. Do not fucking. I think you missed her mentioning the "Where's Mars Argo" chants the fans did at concerts, but what you have to know is that there's a direct comparison to the artist she mentions. Is there now? We're gonna find out. I mean, I'm familiar with the "Where's Mars Argo" stuff. I don't think I included it in my video, but I am familiar with it.
Intentionally referencing this other movement that I'm thinking of? Do they know that this has all happened before and ended far, far worse? I'd like to tell you another rather upsetting story now, one that might provide some deeper understanding of the first, should we look at the common threads and recognize the patterns that cause these tales to repeat each generation after the next. Flashback to the past.
Gonna take you back to the past.
Soho art scene of New York City, just as the reigning height of minimalism started to plateau, and the news of the art world was being made in bars like the recently closed theater and the newly opened Max's. Described as a 5-bar, upstairs, downstairs, red velvet, wet palace on Park Avenue South, which, to women artists, posed a particular set of challenges. You see, the connections to be made come with a cost, and to make it into the deepest inner circles, where Warhol and his crew were drunkenly making art history, you had to crawl through several dens of less glamorous drunken men, and your presence was only tolerated if you were scantily clad enough to be considered eye candy. Women were.
Can I show this? Well, I guess there's no tit. Believe it or not, I've seen worse. Are you sure about that?
It's been quoted as saying, "We come in, 10 or 11 of us, almost naked, with grease paint and glue, and the performance would be sticking to us." I remember being wheeled in there once in a grocery cart that was a prop left over from a band performance that we did, and that was just fine to have me naked in the grocery cart being.
This is giving me like, you want to be a star, baby?
Indiana entered when she finished her MFA from the University of Iowa at New York City.
So what you're saying, Eunice, that you're single? Uh-oh, look out. Chris is on the prowl.
Was able to hold her own quite well. Anna Mendieta was often described as a highly spirited, fiery presence wrapped up in a tiny body, drinking and dancing the night away and lighting up whatever room she was in. Her artwork was boldly visceral and called on our most ancestral human urges to connect to the earth, the fire, the blood within us.
That is some abstract shit. That's some abstract shit that's too big brain for me.
Grounded in the belief in one universal energy which runs through everything from insect to man, from man to specter, from specter to plant, from plant to galaxy. My works are the irrigation veins of the universal fluid. Through them,
We're getting dangerously close to TOS violations. We're getting dangerously close to TOS violations here. With all this almost nudity. Let's calm down.
The unbaptized earth of the beginning. The time that from within the earth looks upon us.
Love her, by the way. I know. I had a feeling you would, Chris. This is up your artsy fartsy alley, bro.
To be a sort of longing for the actual dirt from which she was separated, because Anna and her sister Raquel were both Cuban Americans that, through Operation Peter Pan program scrambled to relocate Cuban children to the United States, had become permanently exiled from their homeland. There's actually a lot more to that. Her dad was actually so radical that he burnt his own mill down. Anna Mendieta's background could use a whole video essay of its own, and then some. But I can't cover everything, so just trust me when I say that reading up on this woman will not disappoint you. But back to the fraction of her story that I think fits this specific comparison I'm trying to make. It was her 1979 solo show at the AIR, or Artist in Residence Gallery, a feminist art space in Brooklyn, New York, that Anna Mendieta met her soon-to-be husband, Carl Andre. Now, Carl Andre...
That guy, I'm gonna be honest with you. That guy is giving me major Charles Manson vibes. I don't know where this is going, but if it's anything like the Mars Argo story, I can see where it's going.
One of the people at Max's bar that you'd have to be pretty important to sit next to.
You want to be a star, baby? Why don't you suck my fucking pecker?
Minimal focus, maximum profit. And to enter a relationship with him would certainly be advantageous to Mendieta's visibility as an artist, had it not ended the way it did. Their relationship was tumultuous and soaked in quite a bit of champagne, and they had been known to argue about their highly varied level of success. This, according to Andre's 911 call...
Have you seen React channel videos of Poppy? I mean, I probably did back in like 2016. Insecure male and beautiful goddess trope.
Yes, my wife has committed
Based.
Say again? My wife has committed suicide.
Where are you calling me from, ma'am?
I'm calling from 300 Mercer Street, apartment 34E.
34E.
Yes.
What floor?
The fuck? Oh, okay. I thought the stream was trying to fucking take me down again, but no, it's just the bit rate's being fucked. Okay. We're good. We're good. We're good. Except the bit rate isn't fucked, so I don't know why it's asking me that.
34.
I said, why would you ask me that? All right.
Okay. And what's the telephone number you're calling from?
5332609.
Okay, what happened exactly?
What happened was we had my wife is an artist, and I'm an artist, and we.
I think this is where they got the idea for Poppy playtime. Probably not. I'm gonna guess no.
And she went to the bedroom, and I went after her, and she went out the window.
She jumped out of the window.
Poppy playtime. Five Nights at Freddy's. Hello Neighbor. Sigma. What the Sigma?
I don't know.
Sticking your yacht for the Rizzler.
Anna Mendia.
Spell the last name?
Mendieta.
He doesn't sound very shaken about this. He definitely killed her. I don't think she killed herself. I think he killed her.
Just now, I can't.
He does not sound very shaken up about this. He's very casual about this.
Don't hang up, stay with me. So she
He definitely pushed her out the window.
Yes,
near Waverly Place, are you?
yes, it's
Jump
Oh.
from the 34 window. Your window faces the front or the back of the building.
the back. I don't know.
You face the back of the building.
I don't know. It's. I can't help you. I can't. Please,
Okay. We'll be there as soon as possible.
He's a lying bastard.
Okay.
please.
But that story wasn't the same one Carl told police.
Is Poppy dead? No, she's not dead.
The first question is pretty interesting as well.
Is her career dead?
His
Maybe.
wife were watching a movie on
He just
TV.
sounds guilty. I mean, yeah.
Mr. Andre continued.
I mean, let's be honest. Let's be real. If your wife actually killed herself, you find your body, or you come home and find that your wife has killed herself. You don't call 911 that calmly. You're not going to be in that situation acting calm. There are at least like 5 things you'd probably do before calling 911 in a calm fashion. And one of those would probably be calling 911 in a fucking panic. There's no way. I don't know. That's wacky.
Way around. His wife wanted to go to bed with him, and he said no. She got mad, going off without him. 15 minutes after she went to the bedroom, said Mr. Andre, he looked in on her. She wasn't there. He went back again when the film ended 10 minutes later.
You also don't call 911 half an hour after. That's another good point.
Maybe I was wrong, he said. She wanted to go to bed. I wanted to watch TV. I don't know. Maybe I should have gone to bed with her. That's what she wanted.
I mean, plus the guy also looked like Charles Manson, so I'd imagine he'd do some Manson-esque things.
He went on to say that he didn't see her jump and didn't look out the window. Upon asking how he knew she jumped, he said, I just know. One other particularly interesting tidbit from that first conversation with police stood out to me. You see, I'm a very successful artist.
You always call 911. I've actually never called 911 in my entire life.
I did kill her.
Knock on wood. I've never had a reason to, knock on wood, but
She went out the window, to a full 10 minutes of her having already been out the window, in which he knew the bedroom was empty but resumed watching the film. From here on out, Andre claims to have no recollection of that night whatsoever. There's a great deal of more suspicious elements in this case, so I'll try to cover the main ones rather quickly so we can spend more time on analysis.
he definitely
Carl
killed that
Andre had a
bitch.
scratch on his nose that night, still bleeding, and a pretty bad one. at that.
Sorry, not bitch. I mean, fine.
He claimed it was from his terrorism
Fine
attack
lady.
days prior, but Anna
You're
denied it
white,
as well.
yeah.
He told directly to police
That's
that
true.
Anna had been out to dinner with him just days before, that he had no scratch on his nose that night. Stevens is quoted as saying, "Yes, it's the truth.
I'm a
I
whitey."
testify against Carl." There's also the testimony of Ed Mojses.
But no, there are reasons to call 911 that aren't crime related. I could need an ambulance. I could have a tree fall in my house. I need a fucking fire department. Give me the jaws of life. Don't call your parents. Don't call your siblings. Don't even call the junior rangers. Just call the police. No, fuck the police. Fuck the police. Ugh. That being said, the city I work in, I should probably carry a gun. Granted, it's not it's not in the middle of the city, but I should carry a gun. I really should go work on getting a fucking pistol permit, but
Who shot that night, who heard a woman screaming,
I should have learned how to shoot gats, as my dad would say.
explosion. But his testimony was dismissed because he had experienced auditory hallucinations.
Bust caps in a
Although
motherfucker.
he hadn't had an episode in over 4 years at the time, and all of his previous auditory hallucinations had been whispers of familiar voices close to his ears, never a woman pleading for her life from a great distance. There were also heaps of circumstantial evidence that were omitted from the judge's consideration on account of it being, well, circumstantial. But the motive was clearly there. It
Ow,
could
fuck.
be used in court. Anna had records stashed, evidence of Carl's recurrent infidelity that she had planned to use against him in a divorce. And Carl supposedly didn't know that Anna was making these plans, but in a final phone call with close friend Natalia Delgado, Anna had been venting about Carl in Spanish, so as not to.
You mentioned Titanic in his last name. Would you take a stage name, or would you keep your real name? I have a very unique name to others, but I'm also Ty Lee. What do you mean? Chris, you want to try that again in a way that makes sense to me? I don't know if I'd use my name even if it is unique. Oh, that's fair. No, I don't think I would. I mean, my real name is out there. It's on my Spotify if you want to look at it. I know Chris knows that. I know it's been public information. It's public information, so I don't really care. But I'd probably go for a stage name. That's why I do Matt CMG on everything. I don't put my real name on any of my YouTube shit. I mostly do that for work though. I mostly do that in case I'm trying to get a job and they try to do a social media background check and they look at my full legal name. They don't find anything on me, but in fact, I'm pretty sure most celebrities are stage names anyways. Like most celebrities, that's not their real name. So I would definitely go for a stage name. I mean, I kind of already do that basically.
Divorcio. An attempt was made to still include this in the record under evidence of Mendietta's lack of suicidality. Speaking of hiring a divorce lawyer and
I'm fucking white.
But the evidence was ultimately scrapped when it came to the final decision. Anna Mendieta had no
It depends on how unique your name is, though.
At the time of her death, with many upcoming plans in the making. Another friend of Anna's, Al Nodal, testified that he had once confided.
My siblings and cousins are all named Chris or a variation of it. Wait, what? How are all of your siblings have the same name? What? Is that allowed? Like, you're telling me if I had 8 kids and I named them all Steve, that's allowed? Could I do that?
Do not do. There's also the fact that Anna Mendieta was known to have a petrifying fear of heights her whole
Like
life.
Taylor Swift, is that really her name? Oh, I doubt it.
Also, the window was so tall and she was only 4'10".
I doubt it.
She would often claim to be 5 foot in conversation. At that height, Anna would have only been a head and neck above the bottom of the windowsill. There were no footprints on the windowsill, so all of this makes an accidental fall incredibly unlikely. Andre's defense pointed to Mendieta's blood alcohol level, but Mendieta was an experienced drinker, one who was known to be so terrified of heights that she would refuse to open windows at all if they were above ground level, let alone 34 stories high.
That's crazy.
There were also
If you were afraid of heights, why would you live at a 34th story? That's crazy.
Honestly, his misogyny is proven over and over again, especially looking at the poetry he's written in the past. So I wouldn't be surprised if he did have a history of domestic violence. But
I mean, a guy looking like that definitely beats his wife. Like, 100% look at that guy. Look at that guy and tell me he doesn't beat his wife. Tell me he doesn't have thoughts of slitting his wife's throat every day. Chris, Christopher, Christina, Crystal, Christoph, Cristobal, Christian, That's Chris, that is actually crazy. That is actually insane. That is wild. That's like fucking... That's like some NPC video game shit where it's like, oh, it's the Steve brothers. There's Steve and Steven. It's like some Ed and Eddie bullshit. And our last names that say, bro, that is literally some Ed and Eddie bullshit. That's crazy.
I wasn't even aware that was an option for the long
She won't be able to
term,
land a
but-
football. She was able to land a football player, so what do we know?
As for the
Well, that's
final
because she has
decision,
money.
single-handedly,
I
by
told you this. I'm Ty Lee. Oh, I get it. You're literally Ty Lee. That is crazy. That's actually wild.
I've concluded that the evidence has not satisfied me beyond
Bro is
doubt
Ty Lee.
that the defendant is guilty. Yes, Carl Andre was acquitted on all accounts for the murder of Anna Mendieta. As unconventional as it is, Judge Schlesinger himself later told the journalist that the artist, quote, probably did it, explaining that the acquittal had been a close call made on the basis of allowable evidence. To put
That
it
is some
simply,
OJ
the judge
shit.
never said that Carl Andre was definitively innocent, and even
R.I.P.
if
OJ.
expressed doubts of Andre's innocence, the verdict was a matter of law, not truth.
It turns out that murder is legal in the state of California. That was not a good Norm impression.
About Anna Mendieta's life and work. Comments on this in the judge as
Shouts out Norm. R.I.P. Norm.
Writing, we might say that
I guarantee you Norm Macdonald's making jokes about O.J. Simpson in the great beyond somewhere.
The judge's verdict thus passed sentence not on Carl Andre, but on the case itself, which had not satisfied, as he said, his doubt. Not only does this verdict deny any satisfaction of truly knowing what happened, but through it, our access to what little knowledge of the situation we did have is locked away. At the time of the verdict, Judge Schlesinger also approved Andre's request.
It looks like he would stab her through the lower jaw, drag the body outside, dug the hole and threw it. And that is very descriptive, my guy. That's actually that's unsettling. That's unsettling how specific you were with that.
Redacted to the public. Because of this, I had to trust a single author for most of my information on the trial itself, which was not an amount of trust I wanted to give.
What the
but
fuck?
I had no choice. Admittedly,
What the
the only
fuck?
reason I have
Is this
access to
allowed?
this
What
photo
the
also is
fuck?
because it was leaked via TMZ, hence the watermarks on my screenshot. So that doesn't exactly count as an academic source either. But that just means I'll have to
Oh, my
read more
fucking
academic sources
good
to make
IQ's
up for.
glitching.
The more the
Okay.
merrier, right?
That's fine. It doesn't really
Well,
matter.
luckily, the book I did read for insight into Carl Andre's trial had incredibly detailed citations of over 200 interviews, pre-trial records, and notes taken from the actual court case from multiple sources, cross-compared for accuracy. So if I have to put my trust in an author, I guess Robert Krauss has earned it. At first glance, I especially didn't want to put my whole understanding of an entire legal case in the hands of a white guy who titled his book about a murdered woman of color naked by the window, because that just raises a few red flags for me. Even if anonymity...
Why'd you have to mention the fact that he's white? What is this woke shit? He also looks like the kind of guy that have his hat and trench coat right there ready. Oh, he definitely wears trench coats, 100%. He's definitely exposed himself using a trench coat before, guaranteed.
Predictive poem Carl Andre wrote at 22, describing his revenge against a woman standing naked by the window waiting to be struck, which is
Bought naked.
But titles aside, I do highly recommend this book to anyone looking for more of this story.
No, I don't read. I'm illiterate, actually.
Able to cover in the span of one video essay, I really can't recommend enough that you dig deeper and read further. I'll have a whole bibliography at the end of this video, partially because this is actually an academic project, and partially because there's just so much good reading to recommend, so pick that over as you will. Anyways, I'm getting a bit sidetracked here. Let's get back to the matter at hand.
I can't read.
Carl Andre is found
I can't swim.
Now what? The New York art scene is almost instantly divided into two sides. One half outraged at Andre's acquittal, the other sympathetic to the widower that they considered having fallen victim to a feminist cabal.
What?
While many, like the Mendieta family, remain convinced of Andre's
This is
guilt,
some-
Katz describes
this is
it
some
as
woke
a
shit.
cabal of almost anyone who knew Carl
What are
Andre
you,
personally,
fucking woke?
accounting for the sheer amount of people who testified against Andre during the trial, and who
It's like iDubbbz when he's like, "What are you, fucking gay?" It's like, "What are you, fucking woke?" I'm gonna start using that. The fast food mascot video is only an hour. Only an hour? Jesus fuck. I don't know if we got that kind of time. We might,
Although his reputation would never be
because we got another
Carl Andre's career
shit ton of
was
videos.
over, and he continued showing work successfully in Europe for years before making his return to the U.S. art world in 1990.
We'll see how much we can fit in.
Here's where I find the comparison between these two stories especially interesting. In June 1992,
I guess we could speed it up a little bit. That'll probably be fine.
Soho opened its first ever exhibition.
What time is it? Oh, okay, it's not even that bad. Okay, we can make that
For a
work.
bit of context for all you non-art folk, Guggenheim is a big name in art. If your work is showing
the
in a Guggenheim exhibition-
the Guggenheim. It's a funny name. I am not the target audience for this video. I swear, dude. I'm just fucking giggling and gaffing at this fucking serious tale about murder and fucking art, and I'm fucking dumb.
It's safe to say you've won. And what 5 artists did this new Guggenheim location choose for their first show? Well, there was 1 female artist and 4 white male artists, one of which was none other than Carl Andre. In a protest primarily organized by the Women's Action Coalition, over 500 protesters gathered at the museum's opening, bearing signs that read, Carl Andre is in the Guggenheim.
If you're short out of time, there's an Oreo video that this recently went way short. I was gonna watch their Bulma video anyways, but we can watch fucking I don't know, whatever. Send me whatever.
Even the Gorilla Girls, who you might
Pick
know
one.
for
I don't give a
this,
fuck.
took on Carl Andre with their own mass print poster comparing him to O.J. Simpson. The movement against accepting Andre's reemergence in the U.S. art world.
Oh hell yeah, OJ! I fucking really delayed reaction to that, but shouts out OJ.
Was the question, where is Anna Mendieta? So why is it that the question, where is blank, is what we instantly gravitate towards in both of these scenarios? What do we even mean when we ask where's Mars Argo or where is Anna Mendieta?
I don't.
have my own thoughts on.
I don't think it goes that deep. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think it goes that deep. I think your strategy. I mean, these two situations are extremely similar. I'll give you that. I get an invite to your Discord if you need to send. I mean, just tell me what you want. You can do either or. Go to the description. The Discord's in the description. At least I think that link still works.
In that introduction, Walker writes, "The question on the banner held up by the protesters, where is Anna Mendieta, is rhetorical. That is, it asks for but does not really want an answer. The one literal answer, that she is dead and her ashes buried in Cedar Rapids, Iowa, is painful."
I'm just chilling in Cedar Rapids.
demonstrators are really asking where she is not. Location and dislocation are limited, mutually sustained,
Oh, now the button.
sometimes
Let her
indistinguishable
cook.
from
I'll let her cook. I'm letting her
Thus,
cook.
the strength of the
I'm just
question
clowning 'cause I'm a clown.
palpable, indeed, demands a
Your
space
link doesn't work. How the
that
fuck does my link not work? Whatever.
ability within the terms of the exhibition. It performatively reproduces her absence and makes her an elusive and powerful figure. No one asks where's Carl Andre, because it's presumed that we know all too well. Andre is in the Guggenheim, which is to say that he is securely established in gender, racial, aesthetic, and institutional traditions. His identity is reduced to a simple tautology that makes him nakedly legible, latent as privilege. The powerful indeterminacy of this question makes it interesting to me. In asking it, one simultaneously demands and forecloses an answer. What Blocker is saying here is interesting to me because it highlights how the status of question rather than statement yields its own power, not from the literal answer to the question, but from implying a new parallel question. Where isn't Anna Mendieta? Who is in that place Mendieta has been removed from, but the one who very well may have removed her? To answer the question, to locate her, would be an act of resign. To end with a period rather than a question mark would allow Mendieta's location to be fixed, her story be over, the demand for justice left eternally unmet. But to end in a question mark...
This is very fucking eloquent. I'll give her that. It's very eloquent. But it's also way too fucking big brain for me because I'm stupid. Pin. I'll pin. I'll pin you shit.
The act of questioning takes a slightly different form in the case of Where's Mars Argo, because at least before she came forward with the lawsuit, the question of Mars Argo's whereabouts was, to an extent, literal. To ask Where's Mars Argo, in this case, is still calling attention to her absence, but is not entirely rhetorical, as it looks for a real response. Although I doubt anyone shouting this at a Poppy concert really expected Poppy or Titanic Sinclair to locate Mars Argo for us when asked to. The response sought by those questioning is more of an emotional response here, curiosity as to how the artist will react to their disruption.
I saw that, Chris.
Ask Where's Mars Argo also functions as asking where she is not. This time, the answer is on stage. Making work, making money, being visible. Those who occupy that space are, once again, the same people that removed her from it. So, why do we gravitate to the same question in both of these cases? I don't think that anyone shouting Where's Mars Argo was aware of the Mendieta reference at the time, although I could be wrong.
I'm like 100% certain not one person was thinking of that.
Then the ask of asking where must be some kind of instinct, the first response that we naturally gravitate towards.
The choice is yours. Oreo fast food mascots. I don't know. I'll figure it out.
The two cases have similarities in the sense that both were
Which do you recommend? Which do you recommend more? Let me put it that way.
Her success was contingent on the success of her partner. That her work would receive widespread attention only through its proximity to her partners. And to some extent, both women were made famous by the horrors inflicted on them by their partners, rather than the merit of their own work. That's not to say that both artists didn't make amazing work worthy of being well known, but it's an unfortunate truth that as a woman artist, you're more likely to become famous by being abused or potentially killed by a male artist than you are to become famous by having others widely recognize the value of your creative output.
True. That's why men stay winning. That's so fucked up. I'm sorry. We are goated though. I'll go with the Oreos because it's shorter and I have to go to bed. That's fair. We could do some Oreos. We can learn about Oreos. I fucking love Oreos. I consume way too many Oreos. We have these fucking Oreo cupcakes we got from fucking Costco. They're so fucking good. I can only eat like one a day. They're like tiny little fuckers, but they're so filled with sugar that it gives me a fucking headache the second I eat one, so I can only have like one a day. And it fucks me up. Probably destroying my fucking digestive system, but like it's so fucking good. I fucking love Oreos.
When faced with a complete lack of justice, asking where is a lot easier than explaining why. And both cases do feel like a lack of justice, don't they?
Why is Mars Argo?
If Carl Andre had been found guilty by a judge that decided to ask more questions rather than to permanently put the question down, what would that look like? Would we feel better if Carl Andre was incarcerated right now? What would incarcerating Carl Andre even do besides make an example of him for others or set a precedent? Yet,
we should just pee on him. We should just collectively pee on him.
Abuse, thrives on abuse, and feeds its economy with abuse. Would that really make us feel better? And what would justice look like for Mars Argo? Wouldn't a bit of reimbursement for all of the money they made torturing her be the perfect scenario for the transfer of funds as an act of restorative justice? But no, we don't get that. We don't get the reality where Mars Argo and Anna Mendieta have justice, and that's why it keeps happening. We keep setting this as the precedent.
Yeah, because the white man is in the way. Keep it down, these minorities. These women and minorities.
Where's Mars Argo? Why are these two questions similar? Why does it matter? Well, It matters because it keeps happening.
Listen, all I know is that I like feeling electric.
There were woman artists degraded to pupil and subject to misattribution, like Juliet Leyester's work being attributed to Franz Hals, the whole Margaret painting for Walter Kiane ordeal that Mr. No Diversity Man made big eyes about. Pablo Picasso was a serial abuser. There's Artemisia Gentileschi and her painting tutor, Agostino Tassi, and when she came forward about that, the court literally tortured her art-making hands. It's so many more unattributed women that never.
Her art. Hold on. Can we dissect that for a second? Her art-making hands. These are my art-making hands. You've destroyed. You have destroyed my art-making hands. I can no longer make art with my art-making hands. That's so dumb.
This linguistic pattern of where is tied to a much larger pattern, one that we can only break by recognizing and by sharing these stories and not allowing them to be replayed in our own lives or in the lives of those around us. Oh, and Titanic Sinclair and Carl Andre, if you ever see this, sue me for libel. You're both guilty.
Got him. Where's George Floyd? We did it, Reddit. They mangled their dominant hand. That's fucking crazy. All right, let's see this video KB sent. It's really short.
Is changing history once again, and a lot of people are very upset, while a ton of people are happy. Forget about those boring history textbooks that your teacher used to force you to read during school, because the top manga creators have teamed up with Shonen Jump to give us the best educational manga series on world history. So each manga creator has been assigned with a different historical event. Like the creator of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure will be telling us the story of Napoleon Joestar and the wild French Revolution stand, while the creator of Spy Family will surprisingly be teaching us about World War II and about He Who Must Not Be Named. And even though it sounds cool, a lot of people are upset about this because they claim that a lot of people have suffered across history. So they claim that making historical events into manga is a bit childish and it's making fun of history. But do you guys think this is making fun of history? Or would you like your kids or yourself to learn about history this way? And if so, let me know which manga creator would you like to see illustrate your favorite historical event. Japan.
I want to see Akira Toriyama. Wait. No, I think that's. I think this is cringe. Not because it's like bad for education or whatever, but because if you have to like fucking read a manga to learn about history instead of just learning about history as it is and implanting fucking. Oh, I'm gonna put in fucking JoJo stands in fucking French history. No, you're breaking kids' brains. Fuck you. Because the fuck you just sent me. I got you, bro. I got you, dog. Okay. What are we doing? A fucking TFS Oreo. I'm guessing it's this one. This is a new one. Weird Oreo flavors ranked. Well, I probably don't have much fucking we'll speed this up just a little bit. Alright, so we're gonna do this. We're gonna watch their Oreo flavors one, as Unami requested, and we're gonna watch their Bulma drip tier list because we gotta learn about Bulma's drip. It's gonna be goated.
Are you comfortable right now?
Yeah, Loki. Oh, hang on. What the fuck? Okay, pause. Hold on. I gotta fix my volume. Because my ears are fucking bleeding. Turn this up a little bit for you guys.
That's why I'm saying you're not in the Mars situation.
Chips, they're really good.
There's a lot of.
If he cut his hair, Chris, let's calm down, Chris.
Oreos.
There are a lot of Oreos. This
isn't even all the Oreos.
It ain't even. They come out with like seasonal like varietals so often that it's kind of crazy. These are just what I could find locally.
There is a website full of even more crazy Oreos. So this video does well.
If it does well,
I got the two worst fucking Starburst flavors. I got yellow and fucking orange.
A ton of weird flavors, and maybe
we aren't even touching the international market
here. Because it fell.
Domestic Oreos.
Yeah, these are domesticated Oreos.
Domesticated Oreos.
And there are a few here that I already know that I like. I know I like the lemon one. I know I like the mint one is just off-season Thin Mints, and that's my jam. I like that. A little bit of vanilla ice cream with that, done.
My usual go-to is a double stuff. I don't really try the flavor, so this will be
Yeah,
interesting.
Double
I
stuff
didn't
is
get
the
any of
goat,
like
by
these
the way.
stuffing varietals, except for these tiramisu.
Double stuff
things
is the
where this
ideal
like
amount of stuff.
only
It's got
option
the
that they
ideal
have for that
stuff to
particular one.
cookie
Yeah,
ratio.
I mean, honestly, when it comes to like the double stuff and everything, it's just getting more of what you already know.
Yeah, we all know that double stuff is superior.
The worst
but in
flavor of all
order
time
to
is
judge
the
this
Swedish
objectively,
flavor. I didn't know they
think
made that.
like the control here, standard ass, regular ass Oreo. So do we want to start with our basic control group?
Hold on. Important question, important caveat. Are they dipping these in milk? Because I feel like that also should play a factor.
Start with the classic Oreo.
But first, we have to milk each other.
Oh yeah, we need
please
milk.
milk me.
We need delicious
Oh, let's
milkies.
go. They're doing milk. Perfect. Ooh, I didn't mean to
Let's
mute
start with
that.
our control group here. The basic Oreo. I'm gonna have to sample this a few different ways, Emma. Getting cocoa.
I like to drown mine a bit. I like to dunk it for at least 10 seconds so it gets a little sour.
You know what's crazy? I fucking love Oreos. I eat Oreos all the time. I cannot remember the last time I dunked them in milk. Straight up. I'm a fake fan.
Yeah, we're gonna learn a lot about each other about how we eat Oreos here.
Yeah, that is an Oreo. That is the classic Oreo flavor.
There is nothing wrong with an Oreo. You give me an Oreo, I'm happy. I will peel through a fucking sleeve of these in no time.
Yeah, it's pretty easy.
A rank.
Yeah. Like if we're going, well, hold on. That's an interesting thing. There might be other Oreos here that are higher, and some that are definitely gonna be lower.
Tried it because it was red.
I am dreading this.
You tried it because it was red. That's the reason. Okay. Then when I ate it, I literally threw up and threw all of them away. That's how bad they were. Well, I mean, yeah, Swedish fish and Oreos, two things that probably shouldn't mix for any reason at all.
The space dunk.
The space dunk. I'm so scared. This,
bisexual.
look, I have nothing against the community, but their Oreo, I am terrified of it.
Thoughts on
I
birthday
feel
cake
like that
Oreo?
should be on Fox News. I'm so scared of that
I don't
Oreo.
think I've had
So
that.
I say, let's leave the regular Oreo off the list for now.
Off the list
And
for
then
now.
once
Okay.
we're finished-
Come back to it
Yeah,
at
we'll
the
come-
very end.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
Okay. So yeah, basic Oreo, like good control taste. I think it's only right just to kind of go up the list
Yeah.
here. We'll go with the golden Oreo. Or
So I'm not very familiar with the golden Oreo.
have you ever had a Vienna finger?
Yeah.
Basically that.
That's kind of what I'm guessing.
I'm not one for vanilla, so I don't think it's going to be high on mine at all.
It might not be. Like there is a specific profile to the vanilla Oreo.
I respect it. I understand why people like vanilla.
Well,
It's
it's like a
nice
birthday cake
smell.
Oreo.
I'm a chocolate guy.
Although if you give me vanilla ice cream or chocolate ice cream, vanilla ice cream every time. Yeah. Actually, I like that a lot.
Yeah, you can
Cool
clean
if I
through these
was
pretty
retarded
quickly if
and
you're
type.
like. Here's the thing with these. I don't think they're an amazing standout.
I'm sure.
I think
Birthday
that they
cake
are
Oreo.
inoffensive.
Oh, I think I have had birthday cake Oreo. I think I have had this. These are low key goated. If I haven't had these, then they're probably good anyways. I fuck with I fuck with artificial birthday cake flavor. I fuck with it.
Think that they are a very good mindless snack.
Yeah, they do have less impact on your taste buds than the regular Oreo does. Yeah, I get what you mean.
Who keeps these out though? You know, just like if you're offering someone, do you want a golden Oreo? What's going on in their head?
I'm sorry.
They don't know.
Asking someone, do you want a golden Oreo sounds insanely sexual.
It does sound.
Low key, yeah. High key, yeah, dude. Yeah, bro, I gave her the golden Oreo. What's the golden Oreo, dude? Oh, dude. I can't even think of a fucking. Also, I like these, but I can't get over the taste of pineapple. Maybe I'm autistic. Yeah, I don't fuck with pineapple. Pineapple's a weird ass taste to me. I don't fuck with it. They're just double stuff with a lot of sugar. Oh yeah, definitely. I'm sure literally all Oreos are just the same variation of the same. They're all a variation of the same thing.
Yeah, let's get to that golden Oreo. But yeah,
With that caveat, the birthday cake one just has like
OG.
10 times
If we're
more
using that
sugar.
as the baseline,
My hair is so
that for
fucked. I
me
need to fucking
kind of
do
feels
something
like
with
an
this.
alternative Oreo. The kind where you're not so much in the mood for the chocolate flavor, you just want that sweet cookie crisp. That
I'll
the golden Oreo
give
feels
myself
like
a
that.
center
It's
part like a
definitely
boy
probably a step
band.
below, but I would
It's
say like
gonna
a
be
step up.
me.
It's not like I
waiting
said.
for
It's
the blue
inoffensive.
one
You
to
could
raise
easily
his
start
arm.
cleaving through that.
Christopher Peaches.
If you were like just in a zone.
Yeah,
Topher.
there's nothing that puts you
Topher
off.
pineapple.
But I think that like the golden cookie is much benefited from like actual flavor variety. So the regular Oreo just kind of be up here, I'm guessing.
Is there like ABC? Should I
Like, is it a
Actually,
tier
wait,
list?
wait, hold on. If we're gonna do this, then how about we just have baseline Oreo, and then the one above that is even better, and the one below that, like, yeah, make that.
Yeah, so,
just-
so have like,
yeah.
you know, Oreo just kind of in the middle here, like regular, baseline. Basic bitch Oreo.
Oreo, yeah.
And
That is
then,
Oreo.
Yeah, and then like you could say...
Do a line. I would put a
golden
line.
Oreo
I would do a
beneath
line to separate.
Yeah, there we
Better
go.
than
Okay, so
Oreo.
It'll be an
worse
easier
than-
way to keep track of it.
This is gonna end terribly. Watch. This is gonna be the
This is
worst.
gonna be like.
It's gonna be a messy bitch board.
I'm scared.
All right, so moving on to lemon flavor, which is one of the
Lemon-
ones that I
oh,
like.
it-
I
that's
would
probably-
typically go for the thins.
Listen,
on
there's
this
nothing
one.
wrong
I
with
think-
lemon flavor, but a lemon flavored Oreo, you can go fuck yourself. Birthday cake is good again. I think they add a smidge or atom or something fruity. Maybe just the sugar. I think it's just like that's just like generic artificial birthday cake flavor. Because that all kind of has like that slight tinge to it.
I think it benefits from having less cream than cookie.
I also can't eat 14 Oreos, so I'm taking a bite and then I'm keeping them back there.
I don't blame you.
That's fair.
We need a spit.
This is
bucket.
like my meal for the day.
A
It's definitely
spit
better than
bucket,
the
Chris. That's for you, bro.
golden Oreo, like the regular ass golden Oreo.
I think I see your point though. That's a lot of cream, which means that you're getting a lot of that artificial lemon flavor
Yeah.
really up at front.
Yeah, if you get the thin of this, it's actually a much more like subdued flavor.
Yeah, I actually think a little bit of less lemon would be better. You're right.
So I wouldn't necessarily put that over
Yeah,
regular
no,
Oreo.
I don't think
but it's
lemon
certainly
Oreo would not be my vibe.
like it's better than the golden. So like,
golden, right?
yeah, it's a little up.
I feel like a
don't
golden
know.
Oreo is
I don't know
fine,
how
though.
we're organized. This is gonna. This is
I'm
gonna
already in
be-
a room, goddamn.
Yeah, this is gonna be a nightmare word.
Could also
cloud.
feel like you were
Yeah,
eating a
like I
little,
said,
a little
like
colored
churros
whipped
and
cream
shit.
stuff.
Pepe Sylvia.
This
fuck
one's
with
one
that.
I've been like
I
most
fuck with that
anticipating.
low-key.
The churro.
Lemon flavored
Okay.
Oreo is
I, on the other
only
hand, think
good
this is
once.
shit, because
It's
Hold on, they
going to be one.
they
of them.
got churro flavored Oreo. I'll be honest with you. Okay. Feel free to kill me in the comments in the chat. I've never had a churro. You can only eat one, and you can't do that with Oreos. I have to limit myself to like 3 a day. Because if I allow myself to just take the whole fucking package of Oreos, I will eat the whole fucking thing. I do that with a lot of food, like a lot of like fucking junk food garbage. I have to limit myself to like a certain amount. Not because I'm overweight. Hell, I could probably stand to gain a few pounds, but like I will eat the whole fucking thing, and I have to stop myself.
It's going to be amazing.
Or it's going to
gonna
be an
awful.
issue.
I feel like anything that tries to do churro.
I'm already
flavors
probably
besides an actual
malnourished as
churro
shit because
just
my
screws it up
nutritional
every
needs are
time.
probably
So,
not
don't
met
have
by
a lot
the
of
fucking
patience.
toddler food I eat. But
It is the one I'm most intrigued by, but like least
Not eat
scared
real
of the
food.
impact of, if that makes sense. So I love churros. They are
Churros.
churros.
It smells really good.
Oh,
Doesn't it?
whoa,
It smells like
yeah.
it smells like a Teddy Graham.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah,
I imagine I could pretty
more
pretty
powerful
easily
than
figure out
a
what a
Teddy
churro
Graham,
tastes like.
yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
fucking
It's
cinnamon,
more powerful than even a Teddy Graham.
just a cinnamon
Yeah, that smells
cinnamony
great. I wouldn't
motherfucker.
handle that.
Oh wow.
I'm sure
That is
cinnamon
not-
Oreo probably
Oh, there's
tastes,
a little crunchy bits in it
or
too.
fucking churro Oreo tastes
I'm not sure I
pretty
love
pog.
that, but I also don't hate it. Oh wow, that
Pretty
actually
poggers.
that sits on your tongue.
It's gonna
Yeah,
be
like,
me.
In a good way.
Honestly, like once you chew it up, it hits that churro flavor.
It does.
Like
It's
it's
hitting
got
its mark at least.
Yeah, it's got that cinnamon sugar vibe to it.
Give me churro moment.
The funny thing is, like with these golden
Churro.org.
Oreos, I think they're less good with milk. Like, I think they're
Churro.com.
better dry.
Interesting.
But I'll test that theory here real quick. I just know how my taste buds work.
Okay, so I will say.
You want me to
the
react?
churro
Oh no,
flavored
the white
ones
man has
are
never had
probably ones
Mexican
I
food.
would-
Well, no, I would think a churro is pretty common at like a theme park or something like that. You go to like fucking Six Flags or some shit like that. You're like, oh, you get a churro. They got a churro stand. Go get a churro. Never had a churro. I'll never forget I bought an entire thing of Game of Thrones Oreos for my dad on Father's Day. I went to the kitchen to get some milk, and then I came back, and literally they were all gone. In the span of 10 seconds? No fucking way. I said to him, I was only there for 10 minutes. There's no fucking way he ate that all in 10 minutes. Just a crispy donut with sugar and cinnamon dusting on it. I mean, that's what I imagine. Yeah, I fuck with that though. I feel like I would enjoy it. I've never had a churro, but I know it. I know the vibe. If you get what I'm saying.
Like eat the least of, but I actually enjoyed that for the most part. That was an interesting flavor.
You'd buy it like once out of curiosity, maybe. Like,
Yeah.
which is why I limited.
Yeah, where I can just cleave through these and
This is
probably
making
have
me
like
want
half a dozen of
Oreos.
these. I could probably only have one more of those, if only just because again, it is.
Yeah.
There's a lot going on there. There's just a lot.
It is a
Maybe the thin ones. Oh, that
very
explains
dense
it. Okay.
snack. Like you're.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's like.
So I'd probably put that.
10
on
minutes is
par
still a
with
little
the
crazy
Yeah.
for a whole fucking
Here.
sleeve of Oreos.
Personally, I don't know. Do you agree?
I would put it closer to.
What's that?
Put a comma there.
Lemon
Oh, yeah,
churro.
yeah, lemon churro.
I switched to cursive because fuck it, we can do whatever we want.
On to an interesting one, the dirt cake flavored Oreo. Which
Dirt
is weird
cake?
because dirt, like Oreo is already a component of dirt cake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm intrigued if we're going to get
I
like
had dirt
yeah,
cake
there's,
since I
there's
was a
gummy
fucking
worm
literal
inspired
infant.
sprinkles. So we got like little
Really?
little fruit flavored sprinkles on top of these.
Okay.
So like for those, I'm not sure how like universal this snack is. A dirt cake is essentially pudding with Oreo crumbs and like gummy worms in it.
Smell is great. Pass the smell test.
It smells like.
Smells like dirt cake. If I closed my eyes and smelled it, then I think
No,
you just have pudding.
I can make some
in front of
dirt
you.
cake for you.
Yeah, it does have these like little
My
fractals
turtle,
of
you know
gummy
what I'm talking
worms.
about?
Right.
Because it's
Go for it.
brown and it got worms in it.
That's just a chocolate Oreo.
My
I'm
poopy
not
got
gonna like any gummy
worms
worm.
in it. I'm
Yeah.
making
Maybe
doo doo
it's
and I
chocolate
got worms.
Which is fine.
Yeah.
I think I like it better than a regular Oreo.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's
The
crazy. But
chocolate on
okay,
chocolate
yeah.
doing it for you?
I'm sure
Actually,
that's
I agree.
tasty.
Yeah.
When it comes to Oreos, more chocolate, let's fucking go.
Yeah, because like at least with this, there is a bit of like more cocoa at the front because of the filling.
Yeah.
So
I could. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. In fact, I have a dark chocolate varietal here.
but I'm not huge on dark chocolate for some reason, which I'm always mad at myself for. I wish I liked dark chocolate.
We and I can be classless together, okay?
What do you
Okay,
mean by
No, my
that?
husband is so about
I
dark
bought more
chocolate,
literally, and I told him this time I
tried
had to show a
be
little
faithful,
self-control.
good husband to him, but I was best to milk
Just
chocolate
called him a
before I
fat.
do
You
what's
should have
right.
just called him
I
a.
can't
You should have just called him a fat fuck to his face. You really. That is a fat fuck activity. That is a fat fuck action. He's eating a whole fucking sleeve of Oreos in 10 minutes. That is a fat fuck thing to do. I don't think you can do this fairly unless you wait a day. Their tongues must be shot. All that sugar must have killed their taste buds. They need like a palate cleanser. He said it, my husband. Yeah, he's gay. You didn't know that? He's a homosexual.
Do it. I can't do it. Dark chocolate is just so.
Yeah. Oddly enough, like it is lacking in the
Gummy
worm department, but I would kind of agree that it might be like it slightly edges out regular Oreo because once you chew that up, it's like you have like a really dense chocolate cake batter in your mouth.
Yes.
Let's put
yeah,
it
it's
on.
good.
Let's put it on par with Oreo. I'd say.
Because
here's the thing.
I think it's
Yeah,
one of those
they
things
need
where
like
if
a
we're doing
palate
a tier
cleanser.
list,
Maybe
it
like
would be
maybe in between every like fancy flavor Oreo, they fucking
above it in the same.
do like a
tier.
regular
I
Oreo
don't
in
think it would be a
between.
tier above. Does that make
I
sense?
agree. Yeah.
Okay.
So let's.
Let's just put comma after Oreo and then.
Hold on.
Is that a permanent marker? Okay, no.
Who gave me this?
Dirt.
We're not allowed to do zoom ins on anyone's teeth during this.
Oh God, please.
Oh, I already have one.
Bisexual Oreos.
With
Let's
the rocket,
go.
Sending
these
all the
don't-
eyes to space.
Gay
Five galactic
Oreo.
designs and cosmic cream with popping candy.
Okay.
Oh my
what?
God, cream.
You want some cosmic?
Hey yo, milk is never enough to cleanse their
Doesn't
tongue. Oh yeah, they
cream-
could
yeah,
use the
right.
milk,
I didn't
but I
know they
guess
had
it ain't.
popping
I guess that
This
ain't the
looks like a
vibe.
cotton candy nightmare to me.
Oh,
Well, they ain't brushing
no.
their teeth in between
Oh my
every
god,
take. I'll tell you that.
this is going to be disgustingly sweet. I already know that
Oh,
this
boy.
is not going to rank high for me.
Yeah. I do love the
I got the
colors,
rocket
I
ship,
just-
though.
Ooh, that is cute.
This is essentially a double stuff because there is a lot of cream on this one.
No, no. It's a birthday cake.
I don't even know if like milk is going to benefit this or not.
I
But
need to make it so wet.
That's hot. Do I have the button for that? No,
I need
fuck.
this bisexual Oreo. It's gonna be too hard.
Never been
Oh
to
my God, that is
4-star
so sweet.
bento.
That is-
Me
That is
neither. I
something
never
to
been
a
to a.
child.
I never been to a. Ooh,
Oh wow,
child.
yeah.
hold on.
I never been to a Team 4-star.
There's little crackles.
Yeah, little pops, little crackles.
ASMR. One of the saddest days of my young life. I used to get like an Oreo pie from this.
I'm gonna
like,
speed this up just a
bakery,
little
and
bit
they
more. I
called
don't care about
Baker's
your
Square
fucking
when I was a kid.
anecdote. All right.
And it was my favorite thing. Like that would be my birthday cake. And one year I got it, and I realized it was too sweet for me. That was like, oh no, I'm getting older. This is giving me that same feeling. Like this is way too fucking
Do
sweet.
you even want to finish it?
I'm not going to.
We've outgrown it. We've lost our childlike wonder, and these bisexual Oreos are not doing it for us.
Yeah, it's offensively sweet. Like I can't even really describe a
If
flavor.
they're feeling
It's
the
just-
popping
Oh, I know the
sensation
flavor.
that's
Go for it.
possible, they're
It's,
just trying to resell the firework
grocery
Oreo.
store
This wait, well,
birthday
firework
cake
Oreos?
Ooh, yeah, like
Yes.
those
The
those
fuck
animal
you talking
cookies.
about?
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, yeah.
Like the frosted animal cookies, but like way denser.
Yeah.
Can someone bring you one?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Take the whole fucking thing.
So we are not the target audience for this. If you have a kid, they might like it more than us.
I would put some space here before I put this one on here. Like this would be like a D rank to me if this were on like an actual tier list.
This would
Yeah,
be a
right?
D's nuts.
Eat
Because
the damn Oreo
because
stuff
children-
with
I
us,
touched
you-
it with my tongue and I got the whole thing.
Yeah, like,
Yeah,
like,
just-
again, that is an Oreo specifically for children that still have
down.
like down, maybe down here. Yes, bye Oreos.
Bye. By
By
Oreo.
erasure. By erasure.
All right, moving from one that was like
Yeah,
sickeningly sweet to another
okay,
one
so they
that I
have
fear
pop
will be.
rocks in them. That's crazy.
Toffee crunch.
Ah!
Jesse, you just got dental work done.
Toffee.
So.
I don't
did.
know what the
Before this, I
fuck
got a
toffee
temporary
means.
filling
I still
for
don't
my
know what
kid.
that is.
God, it's
I
such
called
an
them to make sure this would be okay.
this is such an unappealing shade of brown too.
Oh,
Wow,
I don't
yeah.
know about that.
It's poo-poo brown.
Wow. The toffee flavor or smell. Oh
Yeah,
my
that
God.
is holy shit. Like,
This is my favorite flavor.
is it?
But it is one of those, yeah, so sweet that I can only eat like 2 or 3 at a time.
Maybe that's to its benefit.
A lot of these have a good smell, and then you eat them.
There's a strong smell. Like I have a
Ugh.
particularly sensitive snout. So like as soon as I cracked that open, it was like unsealing a tomb of toffee.
Is this for British people?
I mean, it's here.
Because
I'm sorry. Does it say Oreo biscuits?
Oreo biscuits.
It tastes very butterscotchy.
It does.
it's
I
not
ate
bad.
the
If you like
Oreos.
toffee- Yo, hey.
I'm eating Oreos because
I think
I'm
at that point I'd rather
fucking
just have
British
toffee.
and
Like,
I'm
than have an
also gay
Oreo.
and retarded.
Like it's staying there.
I put this.
So it's
I
hard
put
thing
this
for
like in a rank
businessmen.
above the.
I love how
space
that's
dunks,
the thing
but-
Well, you know,
that
the
you
bisexual
consider
is still
associate
in my throat.
toffee with.
I
I still have no clue what toffee is.
The toffee.
Okay,
I still have nothing
Okay,
to do
hold on.
with it.
So you think this is better than, or this is worse than
Oh, no,
the?
this is
I would
Is it
rather.
a reminder of the bisexual?
I would still rather have the bisexual than the British.
I would rather
English.
bisexual because at least it's fun and interesting.
Right.
I'd say that it's just toffee flavor, and that's all I'm getting. I might everything. is toffee.
Oddly enough, I'm getting like more like as the back end of it is hitting, I'm getting more coffee aftertaste than I am toffee.
Coffee,
not
coffee,
from the
coffee,
British
coffee, coffee,
bisexual
coffee,
job.
coffee.
Yeah, that's another one that I can't finish. At the very
We'll
least,
finish the buy.
yeah, at the very least, it's on par.
Coffee,
Yeah.
coffee.
I would put toffee below buy. Do you?
I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. I'm the same tier, but below.
All right. Toffee is topping the pie.
Continuing our more than likely sickeningly sweet trilogy, birthday cake flavor.
Yeah, I'm suspecting
Oh,
I know
here we
exactly
go.
how this tastes, and it's gonna be meh. Anything birthday cake flavored is meh as fuck, unless it's one of those cake bites.
Oh god, the smell.
Oh, yeah.
The smell.
Yeah, that's exactly.
Putridly sweet.
I think it's gonna be comparing this one to the buy.
Oh no, all the nostalgia is hitting.
Do you know what this is?
Listen, I have the
Dunkaroo
taste
ice cream.
buds of a
Oh, yeah,
child. I would
Dunkaroo.
fucking love that.
I'd rather eat the buy than this. I don't know. Do y'all feel a certain way?
I think personally, I think it is better than the space dunk.
It's better than the space dunk.
Like it's less offensively sweet to me, and since I do have a bit more nostalgia for the Dunkaroo icing, I'd definitely put it above that.
I unfortunately I'm a
The
90s kid. I
Dunkaroo
didn't have
icing.
Dunkaroos like growing up. Other people had them, and I just didn't.
I know the
so I
icing
don't
they're
have
talking
that,
about.
nostalgia palette for it.
I
So,
don't think I've
oh,
heard.
the
I don't think I've
nostalgia
ever
is
had
the thing that's
Dunkaroos.
really
Maybe I did.
Home with these.
so we're doing.
Did I have
birthdays,
Dunkaroos?
best buy.
I might even put it.
I don't
I might
remember.
put it like a rank above, honestly, personally.
They've
Yeah,
been
'cause
I could
discontinued
actually
for so
finish this
long
Oreo.
that I don't
Actually, I'm
fucking
very
remember.
curious
Yeah, I am. This is intriguing. Dark chocolate Oreo. I like comparing
Dark
this to the
chocolate.
Dirt
I
Cake
got
is
that
interesting to me.
The reason I'm
fucking
interested
dark
in this
chocolate
That
in
is
my
deep,
cat.
dark fudgy.
Yeah, I'm interested in this because I may not.
I just
prefer
spit
dark
on
chocolate, but
something.
I like the bitterness of a dark chocolate to balance out the sweetness of something else. So if I can combine dark chocolate with something else that's very sweet, that could be really good.
I will say that this is almost
I don't
certainly, like,
fuck
there's
with
no that
dark
says
chocolate.
chocolate flavor.
Sometimes I
which
do,
means-
sometimes I don't. It depends on the
really, but-
intensity of the
Okay,
dark
put away my
chocolate. If
bias.
that makes
Wow,
any
this
sense.
is
It smells very peaty. If that like it almost has like some like has dirt notes to it. Dirt.
It's just a less sweet.
Oh, could I
chocolate.
haven't. I don't know how I have mentioned this, but they're eating the Oreos wrong. By the way, listen. The correct way to eat an Oreo is you twist it and then you lick it, and then you put it back together and eat it normally. They have not yet twisted or licked it. I feel like they're missing a very important step of twisting and licking it. I have some Dunkaroos sitting in my fridge, sitting for like a year. Well, yeah, they brought them back, but they were discontinued for a while. Like they were around like the early 2000s. They discontinued them, and then they came back a couple years ago.
Yeah.
Whereas the dirt cake felt like chocolate cake batter, this feels like brownie batter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hold on, let's see how it is with the milk, because it's not bitter, but it's aggressively bland.
Right. That's what
You
it is.
gotta
Bland, that's
twist
the word.
it
Like I was expecting
and lick it.
something more. I like the dirt cake better because something was going on with it.
I learned this
Here's
from
the thing,
Family
I don't
Guy
mind
because
it,
I'm a
but yeah,
grown man.
I wouldn't buy those.
It is definitely not worth a family-sized box. Maybe put it down. I just named it British.
Supposed
I don't know
to
if
soak
it's, like,
it in milk with a
it's
fork.
inoffensive. Like I'd probably put it down with birthday, honestly. Like it's-
Wrong.
Yeah.
But below
You can
birthday,
do
for
that
sure.
after
I
you
agree.
twist
Yeah,
it and lick it.
Okay.
Next-
I'm very curious.
Yeah, this like
I split them in half and then
peanut
eat
butter
the cream
chocolate,
out.
they go
That's
together, right?
insane.
I have never considered peanut butter on an Oreo.
I've done it.
Well, here's the
Peanut
thing.
butter
What
Oreos
movie
are
is that? The
good.
Parent Trap, where they
I
put
fuck with
peanut butter
peanut
into
butter, too,
Oreos
'cause I'm a
and
grown
they
man.
bond over.
I've never seen Parent Trap.
Really?
No.
Have you seen Parent Trap?
I have, but it was so long ago that I don't recall.
Get in the comments. Y'all remember that shit? But that's what, if I'm remembering that correctly, that's where I thought about peanut butter and Oreos for the first time. So I don't know if, but with that you still get the Oreo cream.
I love
right? And
peanut
this is
butter. I
replacing
love
the
Oreos. Putting them
Just,
together.
like, it's
I'm a happy
very
little
peanut
gay
butter smell,
boy.
like, very Jif peanut butter.
I don't know why
smell,
I'm
like that.
gay.
Like, not like Reese's peanut
But
butter.
it goes
like
hard.
This is the kind of peanut butter that you get on those. What are they called? The peanut butter, the ones with the two cookies with the peanut butter stuff in the middle that are shaped like peanuts.
Oh yeah, Nutter Butters.
Yeah, this is Nutter Butter.
Makes sense. They're
Oh
both
yeah.
Yeah, it might be the same shit.
Nutter
And
butter.
unfortunately,
That's what I
feel
call
like
my
that doesn't do service.
penis
Like, it's not
when I
bad, but
fucking
it is Nutter butter
come.
peanut butter.
It is,
And I feel like a better peanut butter would serve.
Twist and lick makes it less stable. The enzymes on your tongue dissolve the sugar.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like it's inoffensive.
That's what I'm saying.
But
That's
it's
why
like,
it's goated.
I'm not getting much of the Oreo. My mouth is like all peanut butter.
That's it. Yeah, if it was a thin like
Maybe,
you were saying,
yeah.
it might be a little
Your
more,
deal,
But
bud.
that's what I mean. The nut butter peanut butter is really sweet and really overpowering.
I don't know if milk will benefit this.
I like different milk.
Eat it proper.
It definitely brings out more of the
Nah,
chocolate notes,
fuck
at least.
you.
Yeah.
More notes of chocolate. Honestly, it might actually be on par with golden. Like this, like again, it's an inoffensive flavor to me, but
I could eat a bunch of the golden. I could only eat a couple of the peanut butter ones.
fair. I
Slurp
can
is
see that.
Oreo colored.
Yes, sir.
He's black
You
and
willing
white.
to pour your milk into that cup behind you and then eat it?
Don't get ahead of me.
If he didn't have his, if his tongue didn't hang halfway out of his face, it was his defining physical trait.
If that was just a little too much peanut butter,
I would've
maybe
called
adding some more
Oreo.
chocolate to the mix might actually help. We got a peanut butter pie Oreo, and this is it's another golden one, so I don't know how much that's going to change.
I'm actually really curious.
I
Sorry, peanut
fucking.
butter pie is my favorite fucking thing.
Oh, my ears itch as
Peanut butter-
shit.
Specific thing.
Peanut butter pie is great.
Yeah, actually, I'm suspecting that the peanut butter on this is probably going to taste a little bit
The
different.
peanut butter's probably the same, but this is their milk chocolate cream with it, so
I think my fucking.
yeah, it
glands.
still smells like the peanut butter, but the fact that it's a golden cookie is gonna change a lot. Like it's meant to
Wait,
emulate the
what am I
crust of
doing?
the peanut butter pie. I'm guessing. I gotta take kind of a bite down like the Harvey Dent Two-Face road here.
Yeah, I could be your angle or your devil.
Mhm.
It's very peanutty. I don't know if I'm getting any chocolate.
Yeah, again, the peanut butter is just kind of
Chocolate.
everything. It just
They
tastes like a
sell
sweeter
it
version of the
chocolates.
peanut butter one.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not getting any chocolate, which is fine.
What
It's a
are they
nice
selling?
peanutty flavor.
Right now, I'm trying to decide if my brain just likes the golden
Chocolates.
cookie better than the regular ass chocolate cookie. 'Cause I put them probably on the same level, almost the exact same as it is right now.
I would go with the original peanut butter every day.
Really?
Yeah, I much prefer the peanut butter.
100%.
No, the people have spoken. All right, now for what is probably my favorite.
Yeah.
Mint Oreos. Again, I do think the thins are a bit better than the regulars.
I
but
hate
I can
mint.
see
I
that
hate the
Thin
flavor
Mints
of mint.
are my favorite Girl Scout cookie.
They're a good one, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you like the Thin Mints frozen?
Oh,
I can't.
Oh, yeah.
I can't. I don't like the flavor of mint in like a fucking like a food context, like eating it. Like, why would I do that? I fuck with it like brushing your teeth though.
It's a
It's
gimmick.
refreshing.
I get it.
It's a
Brush your
gimmick, but
tooths.
it works. Yeah, hands down.
But in
This
like
is
a
better
like
than
a like
regular
a
mint.
food
I'm also a sucker
context,
for mint
no
chocolate
way.
chip icing.
Like, everybody's like, oh, thin mints are
Yeah.
goated.
Mint
No,
chocolate
they're
chip icing
not.
is
They're
so good.
fucking
There are some
weird.
people out there that don't like
Fuck
chocolate and mint together.
They just don't like mint.
I don't like mint. Period.
Yeah, like they don't like mint flavored candies or anything like that. I
Fuck
do.
mint.
I like that sort of like herbal, sort of like bright note.
Yeah, no, I like this better than a Thin Mint because Thin Mints unfortunately are a bit dry sometimes. And this, like,
You got the cream.
yeah,
Yeah.
the cream really helps.
And it works in every way that an Oreo does. Like it works with milk, it works with ice cream. Like this is far and away
Mint
above
chocolate are
regular
objectively
Oreo,
top tier.
top
You're
tier
insane.
for me.
this is great.
This
I've
is
never
this is
tried it.
absurd.
Fine, though.
This is
Probably,
fucking bullshit, Chris.
See, like some people just don't like mint.
I'm so opposed to mint that I will go out of my way to order like citrus toothpaste and stuff.
Wow.
Okay, yeah.
That's
yeah,
actually
it's mint,
crazy.
and
If you don't like mint, get in the comments.
yeah,
but
please tell us if you love or hate mint.
yeah, mint's definitely above.
Yeah,
Like,
mint is.
unless you disagree.
No, I
Put
agree.
mint on the top, so whenever I flip the board upside down, it's on the fucking bottom.
Damn.
All right, now for what is essentially going to be kind of a coffee duology here. We have the tiramisu flavored thins. They're like little wafers.
I like the fins, honestly.
And again, this is another one where I felt like I was unsealing a tomb of coffee. Like it just hit me as soon as I
I've
opened it.
never had the thins.
Wow.
It is.
It's so small and it's
Have
so
you
smooth.
tried citrus
It is
toothpaste?
espresso
I have
forward.
I've
not.
also never, Jesus.
At least not as an
Somebody help
adult,
out
and
with
maybe
the
it
smell,
is a
it's so
kid, but
small.
I don't remember. But
I've never tried Thin either.
Yeah, just a delicate little shatter.
Yeah.
This is entirely dependent on how much you enjoy coffee flavor.
Yeah.
Like I don't mind coffee flavor, but it's not one of my go-tos. You know.
I love tiramisu. This is okay. I think it's okay. I wouldn't eat
What is it, bud?
more than my one bite.
don't have to get up. I don't have to get up.
Tiramisu.
I'm lazy.
And an Oreo? Nah.
Yeah.
I don't like it. I don't like it at all, actually.
It would be a good topping. Like if you crushed it up and put it on something, like maybe even an actual tiramisu.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see it, I guess, but I'm not a fan. I don't like it.
Somebody just
I
walks
think,
in the
I,
door.
I think it's actually pretty good for what it is, honestly. I'd probably put it on the same tier as the lemon and the churro personally, but you seem to
I put it on the bottom.
like all the way, like
Yes, it's my least favorite
I can't say I've ever had
I put it on
one of the
my-
Oreo
Ooh.
thins.
I
I've never
would take
had
another
those.
bite of it.
Interesting.
Or the
It has nothing to do
cakesters.
with it.
I
It
think
has
maybe
no
actually maybe have
flavor.
I had
All right,
the
that's
cake?
fair.
I don't
but-
remember.
but
The
I
Oreo
put it above
cakesters.
the Space Dunk personally.
Do those
I
count
personally, like that's
as
what I feel.
Oreos? Probably not.
Yeah, I know it's
I mean,
very,
they do because they're
It's
Oreos,
not
but
like
like,
a-
do they really?
Java chip flavor cream,
right.
which I'm guessing is just supposed to be like coffee ice cream flavored. I'm intrigued.
I might like this better actually because I like.
I don't know why the
coffee-flavored
dog didn't
things
fucking
like a frap and stuff, but.
Bust
already had
through
one
the
before?
fucking
Oh, no,
door.
Tyler ripped into this because he was hungry.
Yeah, I was hungry.
Tyler hungry.
Tyler hungry.
Okay, see, immediately.
Control your war
way,
machine.
Way less coffee.
I mean, he didn't really do
Definitely a
anything.
lot
He
less
just kind of
coffee
barked a
smell,
little
but I
bit
think
and
that
then
also has
laid
to do
back
with
down.
the creaminess
But
of the cream itself, like it's trying to emulate more the ice
never
cream
see the
than it
thin
is
ones anymore.
actual
Yes,
coffee.
because they suck and nobody
I'm more
wants
excited
them.
about this one.
No.
There's no point in them.
Damn.
Oh, no. Oh.
Yeah, if you like coffee flavored things, you'd probably hate this.
Oh, that is awful. That is awful.
Oh, there's crunchy things in there.
There are, it's like little chocolate chips.
Oh.
Little chips.
Frappuccinos, give that a thought.
Wait, I don't hate frappuccinos.
You never get them when I say, oh man, Scott, you want a frappuccino with me? And you go, no, chew, I want my black coffee.
The only reason I don't get frappuccinos is because I'm trying to cut down on my sugar, which I am ruining right now.
My biggest problem with this is I'm not getting like nearly as much coffee flavor as I was in the tiramisu.
Thin Oreos are just for the
It's blander
texture.
than
They're
that,
for the
and
texture.
it's
No, they're
not a
for
great
they're
flavor
for
in
pussies
general.
who
Yeah,
think
I
they're
hate that. I
being
hate
healthy
that.
by
That
eating a
is
thin
vile.
Oreo.
Oh.
Yeah.
When they're just
I got
eating a
caught off guard
fucking
by the
Oreo
cheese.
that's
And not that I'm
flat.
against little bits, but like it made it more unpleasant.
They're liars.
Probably on the same ranking scale.
The
as
liars
the
and
fake
the
stuff,
gay.
but below
The
everything.
gay
I feel like this
liars.
is
Yeah.
bottom tier, is
Yeah,
what
no,
we're
this
thinking.
is Java chip tier. That's what it is. I hate that. I hate that. I'm mad. I'm mad and I'm sad and I don't know what to do with my life after Java chip Oreo.
Well, here's what we can do after Java chip. We can try the generic store brand Oreos.
Why?
I fucked up and I thought I got high canes or whatever the hell.
Tyler thought he got Hydrox, but Hydrox are significantly harder to come by these days. I like that they even come fucked
know
up.
what those are.
This one's inside out. Like the top of the cookie is.
Oh, that happens all
Find
the
one.
time though
I
in
dare you.
regular
Find
Oreos. Get the
That one's
inside out
inside
fucking things.
Like the top of the cookie is wrong. Like this entire thing is just.
This is an uh-oh Oreo.
Thin ones snap. Yeah.
anymore, which is weird.
That's why they suck.
What's an Oreo?
It's essentially a golden Oreo with chocolate cream.
They
Oh,
were.
that's the worst thing I put in my mouth so far.
Oh my god. Like.
Ah, oh, why is it so
That's
bad?
3
I thought you were
no's on the
exactly-
voice or whatever the fuck.
Okay, we found a real bottom tier.
That's another level.
That's aggressively like.
It turned to sand in my mouth.
It turned to sand, but it was like still like, oh my god, it's so mealy and that's like 0 grams of sugar.
Oh, that would fucking do it.
9 grams of fiber, 3 grams net carbs. Yeah, this is a diet generic Oreo.
I'm fucked up real hard.
Yeah, Tyler fucked up super hard on that one. Like that.
Well, everything came to it. Like we hit the peak with the mint, and then it was a car crash afterwards.
I cannot endorse high key.
High key's low key.
Yeah, that
That's all of the Oreos.
Find two and mix them together each of these.
Find 2 and mix them.
Ooh.
See people that
Try
drink
to
Diet
create the
Coke, I
best
think
one.
they're
I
gonna
see.
die.
The
Exactly,
tough part
that's
is,
what
like,
that's
my
for. That's what
favorite is
thin
the mint. I don't
Oreos
think
are
it
for.
mixes
They're
very
for
well with
fat
anything.
fucks.
We have a similar thought here.
Yeah, I'm
You think they're being
mixing,
healthy, eating
I'm
an
mixing
Oreo when they're just
mint
eating a
with
flat
dirt.
Oreo.
I am sitting out because I ate every one of my Oreos.
Coward.
Okay, so Scott.
And no, you
he
didn't.
has to drink that behind Nick.
I'm making mine a double stuff.
Same. I mean, how can you not? It's more like a quadruple stuff, just because like the dirt
Right.
cake already kind of had like a double stuffedness to it.
Got layers. I gotta really soak this boy.
It's like Pringles, but with diabetes. Mix the flavors.
I'll create the ultimate
Hell
Oreo by
yeah.
mixing 2 high keys together.
Oh god.
Oh, God, I just ate 1,000 calories worth of Oreos. I am. Oh, knowing what possibly is coming next, I actually don't think I can watch this.
No.
I'm sorry.
All right, looks like they're just fucking bantering now. All right, fuck it. All right, let's get fucking crazy. Gives you cancer. It does though, yeah. It's brazy. It's crazy, you might even say. All right. Okay, so now we're gonna do their Bulma design video. I've been wanting to watch this one. Here we go. Ranking every Bulma outfit. I wanted to watch this one since the last time. This is so fucking interesting to me. That and I want to fucking I'm trying to go Simpo mode. I'm going Simpo mode. For Bulma, she's the GOAT.
Guys, we've been joking about doing something like this since like the last few DBcembers.
Yeah, and it's actually something that I was going to actually make
Probably watch
happen
this
on my
from
own
the
if we didn't
All
have
right,
anything
that's
together.
fair.
So
But here we are on the. I don't know where we are because it could be anywhere.
yeah, we could be in front of a green screen, or we could be in front of space.
We're in the void to talk about Bulma outfits, to objectively rank this woman.
We're going to objectively rank this woman's outfits, her outfits. He argued with me on this one, rightfully so, to not do every single one of them, but no, we're doing every single one of them because I want to.
So enjoy this, what could potentially be 2-hour epic. Let's start with her.
OG, the original Bulma outfit.
This is a classic.
Low key, kind of dripping sauce. She's kind of got drip. Little too like young looking though. I mean, I guess that's the point. She is like fucking like what? She's a teenager in this. So that's understandable. Very gadget punk though. I fuck with the gadget punk vibe. This is far from her like her most gadget punk design, but this one's pretty mid in my opinion. That's just me.
Yeah, it's hard to argue, but this is kind
It
of
is
going to
pretty
set the
iconic,
barometer for
though.
the rest of this ranking, I think.
I have no problem immediately saying that this is S tier.
Really?
This is
S tier?
This is an S tier Bulma outfit. Everything about it, from the color combination between the blue and the pink, the skirt.
I mean, she
the
has her
I'm
name
sorry,
on her
everything
shirt.
about it.
That's
Very
kind of
short skirt.
goaded. That's
Yeah,
kind of
for a 16-year-old,
hard.
Yeah, which also, we're just going to ignore the age of Bulma for some of these outfits because that makes things easier.
And the ribbon in the hair. I mean, it's classic. It's the first look you get. Do you think this look would have been better with her violet hair?
I have seen this design with the violet hair, and I will go on record of saying that I always liked violet hair on Bulma more than the blue stuff. The blue hair's not bad, but
No, I'm a blue hair guy. I'm a blue hair purist. Depends on how she's drawn. Depends on the art style, and then I guess the rest of her fit. But I'm always a blue hair
I've
guy.
seen images of her
I'm
with blue hair,
biased.
much prefer it personally. That's just me.
So you claim this is S. I'm not going to argue too much. I was leaning more A, but I can see the...
A.
I
Lamau.
will cede to you that this could be the barometer for best outfit.
Ultimately, you know, I'm trying to go off of like what feels like Bulma, right? What looks good.
I mean,
what
it has her
feels
name
like,
all over
I mean, it does in fact have her name up front.
It's pretty
really
simple
funny
though.
with
Very
Bulma
simple
and with
design.
this
I fuck
outfit,
with
'cause
that.
It set in place what Bulma's name was going to be. It could have been Bloomer, Bluma. No, it's Bulma,
Bulma.
which is probably the worst way to Romanize this name.
S rank for the first ever Bulma outfit. All right, outfit number 2, a lot less iconic.
Yeah.
Significantly less iconic. Very.
Yeah, I don't even remember this. I don't even remember her wearing this ever. Mid. It's just jumpsuit. Real fucking special.
lumpy, very like it looks like she's wearing a stuntman padded coat.
Yeah, in terms of Bulma outfits, I'm
Like
gonna go with
D tier?
Yeah, D tier. Okay,
Functional, practical.
this is fine. This is like a C. Like it's just kind of plain, right?
Low
Yeah.
key, I never knew Trunks
The
had
nightgown
purple
look.
hair. Oh,
This is
Trunks.
just such an iconic look on this girl. It
Never
always
knew
works
Trunks
with
had
her.
purple
It's also
hair. I
the
always
first
thought
time
it was
we've done a different
gray.
hairstyle. We got the like.
Yeah, no, it was definitely purple though. Like I don't know what do you mean gray? You colorblind? You have fucking brain damage?
Side pony going.
Yeah, honestly, love it. I'd say B in terms of like overall.
I
Bulma
can
design.
agree.
That's
with B.
pretty simple. I don't know. I wouldn't say this is like iconic, but oh, this is the one where she shows her pussy though. So I'm sure this is like very iconic in like a weird perverted way from those fucking pedophile freaks.
Cute.
It's a look that I remember. It looks comfy and it's practical.
Hell yeah. No, A tier, no question.
I don't,
That is kind of goated. That's some gadget punk shit. I fuck with that gadget punk vibe. I thought it was gray. You fucking
don't argue. I
thought
don't
it was
argue.
gray. I thought you
I
were
like
gay.
the weird
Fuck
toddler
you.
shorts and the oversized leather jacket.
That is such a great shot of Bulma. It is obviously a more comedic shot where her arms are super short. But yeah,
That's
honestly,
actually
love
funny
this
as hell.
outfit. I feel like
very,
this
very plain again.
I think this is like literally the other outfit without the jacket and the hat.
Yeah, this is again very mid. I'd say C, maybe D.
For me, anything below C is anything that looks offensive to me. This is just plain, so I'm gonna go with C.
Okay. S.
Let's go! Instant S tier. I'm with them on that one. Instant S. Bunny suit's goated. Put any chick in a bunny suit, I'm in.
You were waiting for it. Go back. I'll talk about it.
Like, yeah, it's S tier, dude. This is iconic. Come on. Like,
so-
this is
Goated.
This is when people think of Bulma, this is one of the looks. One of the looks.
So here's the thing. I definitely think that it is an iconic look for Bulma, but mostly just because it became this sort of gag outfit that kind of got dragged out for a while. For me, this doesn't ring Bulma. It rings something that Bulma got forced into. For me, the Bulma outfits
Shut
are
the fuck up. Fuck you.
always going to be whether or not they feel like they're
It's a
Bulma,
bunny
and then
suit,
she
it's
works it.
hot.
I mean,
Don't fucking
she
think
does,
about it.
But it also, it's I don't know. It definitely looks good. She's definitely working it. So look, you can go with S tier if you want. For me,
I'm just saying, it's not even a sex thing. It honestly isn't.
you can stick with your S. I'm gonna go with a B+. Mostly just because, again, this isn't.
You
really,
wouldn't even give this an A. You wouldn't even give this an A?
It's just a bunny outfit. Okay, so
That's kind of drip. She's kind of dripping with the genie outfit. I kind of fuck with that low key.
Genie getup.
yeah, I'm
Low-key
torn on
kinda
this one
goated.
because sometimes I love
A
it,
tier, though.
sometimes I don't. It's such a cool idea for an outfit for her, considering like where this takes place and
It's a neat look.
Yeah.
I mean, and that red belt really does a lot for it.
yeah, the red of the belt and the sandals kind of
The
helps
accent
all
jewelry,
that white below her belt.
Yeah, and the accent jewelry, the gold around her neck and around
What is
her
it with
hairband.
anime
I
and
like the
bunny
single ponytail
suits?
with the bangs.
I think
Good
I'd
furries.
actually
It's
like
not.
this a little
Has
bit
nothing
more
to do with
than
being a furry. Japan did not invent the bunny suit, as far as I'm aware. That's a Playboy thing. The Playboy bunny. Come on now.
the purple hair.
Regardless, it's
that was
goated.
really this for me. I'm gonna go with a B+ on this one.
I was gonna say B+, A-.
Yeah. Oh, that's cute.
It's again kind of like another C though.
Yeah.
Basic.
I really
okay.
like this one. I don't even remember what arc this is. Is this World Tournament?
Yeah, I think this is actually the first World Tournament. Maybe it's cute. Got Bulma on it.
I like the asymmetrical shoulder look.
Any outfit that has her name on it.
I hate
goes
that.
up
I
a
hate that.
little
That pisses me off when fucking. It is in general, but like, and also like mostly in TV and shit, when like female characters are like only half wearing their fucking strap or whatever. So, I mean, depending on the context, it could be hot. But like most of the time, it's like pull your like, especially if it's in like an actiony kind of like story where like they have to like move around a lot and shit. It's like pull your fucking strap up. You fucking stupid. I almost became a misogynist for a second.
for me, just because.
Like,
gotta
point
stay
fucking
on
strap
camera.
up. You're in a
Got the red
practical
ribbon in her hair,
situation. You can't be
before
having that
became,
strap half on.
problematic. I'd give this a solid B.
I'll go with a B.
Solid B.
Solid B.
The,
Okay.
the classic I'm about to flash Roshi look.
Yeah.
Wait, this is where she flashes her pussy? Oh no, it's where she flashes her titties. Okay, never mind. I recall. Coon
the color
brain.
combination on this is what kind of
Because you're
sort of makes
autistic.
it
You're
get-
damn right I
it's
am.
kind of a C for me.
You know what else pisses me off about movies? It's completely unrelated to the video. You know what else pisses me off? When there's like a scene where there's like a character showering or like in like a pool or something, and then they get out and they're still like soaking wet, they're dripping wet, and they don't even dry themselves off with a towel. They just put their fucking shirt back on. It's like, what are you doing? Dry yourself off, you freak. You're just walking around with a wet shirt now. Now, obviously, the actual answer for that is because they need to like film multiple takes. So they can't like waste time fucking wetting them and drying them, or also get fucking dry skin and die. But like, fuck that. I fucking hate that. That is my autistic movie pet peeve.
For me, like it's
I can't disagree. I'd put it on high C though.
It's a pretty
Plus,
mid fit
C
though.
plus. It's absolutely the same top. She just took off the pants.
Yeah, she just lost the pants. Does this change your score for you?
B plus.
Coon brain.
Okay.
Coon brain.
Okay, some spandex leotard look.
Oh, that's hot. That's hot.
Get up.
I think this was some filler.
D.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with C minus.
I think you're being too.
Y'all are crazy.
Oh yeah, that's kind of just a different color swap of our other outfit. I'm gonna go C again.
C. I'll agree.
Okay, kind of feels like we're getting a look early on of what Bulma's going to like look like later. Honestly, I don't love it.
I'd put it
Mid.
higher tier than some of the
Extreme
other two
mid.
top looks, but I wouldn't put.
I don't
it
like
in the
yellow.
C.
Yellow's a fucking ugly color to me.
Without the jacket, and actually, I like it.
Yes.
I like it better without the jacket.
This
Low
is
key, yeah.
Easy B.
Yeah.
That's cute. There's a variation on this outfit later. That's the best version of this one. But
Yeah,
this one's a
I'd say
B.
mid B. Yeah.
Yeah. Gonna go with the C minus, maybe even a D on this
Really,
one.
I'd still go with a B because they actually got some texture on this one.
Don't like the stripes. The horizontal
like the stripes?
The horizontal stripes and the blue and orange. It just does not match with the rest of her
The
color
blue and
scheme.
orange looks great to me. I don't know. So, like, you're saying C on this?
I'm saying D on this one.
Oh God, I'm saying B, bro.
See, that's interesting. Okay.
Coom moment. Coomer moment. Coomer moments. Coomer time. Goated. A.
That's not even an
Does,
outfit.
does the lack of outfit mean anything? Like
C.
Yes. That makes it goated.
You just
Because
you don't appreciate
boobies,
it
that's
enough.
why.
Yo,
Okay.
there
Butt.
it is.
Love it.
That is
That is drip, though. She's dripping sauce on this one. That's an S.
an easy
I
A for me.
agree.
Yeah.
Like, oh my god, I love this outfit, and the fact that I didn't recognize, like, the fact that it came back in World's Strongest after being in King Piccolo, I didn't know that for the longest time. So when I'm watching King
Well,
Piccolo,
this is Piccolo Jr., isn't it?
oh sorry, Piccolo Jr. Yeah. So when I'm watching Piccolo Jr. and I'm like, wait a second, that's the outfit.
Oh yeah, she wore the outfit in Slug too.
Yeah.
Huh.
I'm a much.
I mean, it goes to show you, like, this is an easy A, maybe even borderline S outfit.
You could
Dripping
drop this to S tier.
The
sauce.
fact that they kept bringing it back really
A1.
is telling, and it is a great look on her.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with A plus.
Yeah,
A
it's
plus.
a little too plain for S.
Okay, so there's not much to say about this. It's just really.
Oh, that's iconic. Granted, I think that's just a lab coat and fucking shorts. But goated. S tier.
It's so cute and comfortable.
I don't know. As
I like how
outfits go,
I like how my answers are like, if it's good, it's goated. If it's bad, mid. That's what I've been saying. That's my entire take this entire time. I'm not really doing a great job explaining myself, despite having fucking built this video up in my head for fucking a
I'd
week.
say C, but as the context go, I'd go B.
Yeah. Yo,
S.
Yeah, I'd agree. That's S. That's goated. She's dripping sauce on that one. That is some gadget punk. That's some top tier gadget punk. I fucking love gadget punk. I got little gadgets, goggles. Whenever they got goggles and they fit, you know they're gonna go crazy. Goggles that they don't wear ever on their fit at all times. Goated. I fuck with goggles. I fuck with
Top
gadgets.
tier,
Yeah.
like I love the asymmetrical look of everything. I don't care how Liefeldian that could come across.
I love that this is never used at all in the show, but everyone remembers it in every single.
This is the outfit I really wanted to show up in Fortnite. Like I would have forked out bucks for that.
In
Honestly,
Fortnite.
But the funny thing is about it is that this design would help inspire the American version of Bulma that we got in Evolution.
Bulma Enchanto?
Yeah, because
That's crazy.
Like, no other version of Bulma, besides the fact that she pulls a Glock on a fucking 12-year-old in her first meeting, like really denotes that she's this adventurous, like gun.
Some Mad Max
I
shit.
I
Hell
like
yeah.
this look with the dirt bike and like the
Goated.
Band-Aid on one knee is doing a lot of work.
Yeah, honestly, there's a version of a manga cover version of this that looks even better. Honestly, yeah, S plus. This is-
Highest S tier I could possibly give at the moment. The combat boots, everything about this works.
I do feel like I'm kind of cheating myself because I said something that feels like Bulma, and this kind of feels
It
like
does.
Bulma.
She's adventurous. She's honestly, you look at this and you say like, yeah, I could see her with a wrench in her hand working on a machine.
Yeah, I think this is the version of
Oh,
Bulma
there
that
you
we don't
go.
get to see as
That's
often
even
as
better.
we
Better way of
see
explaining it than I
kind
did,
of
because I'm
more
fucking
whiny,
stupid and brain
subtle
damaged.
Bulma.
The one that everybody got used to in Namek.
Yeah. Okay.
Kind of school outfit.
Yeah, I think,
kinda.
I think it's supposed to be a school outfit.
That actress is
I don't
hot.
know.
I'm sure she was, yeah.
Honestly,
I didn't really
it
get a
goes
good
well
look
with
at her,
the,
but
like,
I'll agree with you on that.
The red and the blue with the ribbon as well. But honestly, I need to see more of it before I feel like I
Her
can
tie knot is too small. Bothers me.
I'm not sure I can give it a rating, honestly, because it's so. I'm not seeing the whole thing. I feel like I'm.
Just as far as color combinations go, it's unique. C to B, somewhere like
Yeah,
mid,
somewhere.
like
Yeah,
higher
red
than
doesn't
her
really work on
casual
Bulma,
looks in
low-key.
C, but I don't know if it quite makes B.
Yeah, C to B. Yo, okay.
What is this from?
This is from the ending, because the ending shows her in a couple of different outfits. This is one of them. Honestly, Bulma in a suit kind of slays. Kind of fucking yes.
Got that tuxedo mask thing going.
I'm kind of living for it, to be honest.
I don't know. It doesn't.
I'm not gay enough to have an opinion on this. There's too many layers of gender nonconformity going on here for me to actually fucking have a nuanced take.
For me, just in terms of like it's again, whereas you were saying it's just a Playboy bunny outfit, this is just a white suit.
It is just a white tuxedo. That is true. It is just a white tuxedo. But
women wearing suits is always weird to me. It's probably because I'm a fucking straight white man.
I could not conscionably put this over the bunny outfit.
I'm going with B.
This is hard to quantify.
Yeah, there's just not a lot here.
It's probably just like pilot gear.
Because we can't see enough
I don't know about that.
The parts I see, I like. If we could get like a full shot.
Yeah. Okay.
What the fuck are we?
Yeah, no.
But this is cute.
No, she does not have that shit on, dude. She does not have that shit on.
I'm not arguing it's cute. It's just really odd. It's like this looks like a Photoshop.
A little bit. The ending was like, let's put Bulma in a bunch of outfits that she'll never ever be in the show. I think actually some of these were inspired by manga covers though. This is easily a high B for me.
I don't know about that.
I love the big poofy pants. I like the it was an ascot.
That has nothing to do with being straight.
It would look the same.
Yes, it does.
I like it.
It's like this is borderline D to me.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't remember what arc this is, or is it a movie?
I think. Oh, yes. This is from one of the specials about fire safety.
Are we finally back in D territory?
Yeah, this is a D for me. It's,
okay.
it stops being the like weird kind of neat 80s look, and it just goes to ugly.
All right.
Okay, yo. All right.
This is probably the best tube top look.
This is the one from. Is this the one from Uranai Baba's her tournament?
I think so.
Honestly, this is cute. I like it. This is an easy B.
I fuck with that one.
A minus for me.
I'd say A.
It's a great.
Simple.
Outfit.
Gets the job done.
I feel like we've done this one. We've done this one.
At the very least, it's kind of the same. Although that's one of those outfits that's really difficult to pee in.
Swimsuit
I don't know what that type of outfit is called.
Oh no.
That's not even a swimsuit.
No, I'm gonna go with a C, maybe even D.
It's very skimpy.
It's nah.
Skimpier the better, because I'm a fucking creepo, fucking weirdo.
So the 10th year is it 10th year anniversary? The Path to Power movie outfit for her is also S tier for me.
I would agree.
Yeah, I don't know if I agree with that. I don't like the yellow. I fucking hate yellow. And I guess the yellow and purple kind of work together, but like, no, it's the yellow. It's the yellow that doesn't do it for me.
This, I like the pinstripes. I like the scarf. I like the actual purple hair with it.
Yeah, absolutely. Although I will say, the one glove. Okay, all right. Huh? What's that from?
Looks like it's.
Oh, this might be actually a background shot from that movie.
Maybe.
Yeah, I'm thinking.
It's less good. It's less good. A lot less good.
I think I would like C.
Looks like it's just the same outfit, just drawn
this is the,
much simpler.
variation on her pajamas in the movie.
Yeah.
Honestly, this is A. I love this look. It is such a cute, comfy look with the hearts.
Yeah, I like this one. A.
Absolutely into it. Yo!
Goddamn.
Another A. Another A. Her outfit in this movie.
This is the first one with a jacket that I think actually really works.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if I like the jacket though.
Like the
the jacket's a little too masculine.
A again. Yeah.
All right.
I'd agree with that last one though. That's an A. This is iconic.
I
never liked it.
This is iconic. Not a fan of it though.
Liked this outfit.
The jacket looks like she's wearing it looks like she's wearing Yamcha's jacket.
A little bit. It kind of does feel like she took.
She looks too wide with the jacket. It's really weird. Like she looks like fucking somebody took it and stretched her out in fucking Photoshop. Learn color theory. I'm stupid and blind. What do you think?
Like
she got it in the divorce.
I don't draw for shit because I'm
feels
dumb.
Like he left it at her place, and then she was like, "Yeah, I look kind of good in this." And honestly, I think she could. But I think the biggest problem
like brain damage also.
Instead of like where women will like wear masculine clothing, and it'll kind of like make them feel like
this just looks like she's like being buried in it.
Yeah, it's too boxy. It's not striking enough.
D.
Yeah, I'm gonna say D on this one as well.
Without the jacket, a lot better.
It's a C for me.
Still,
but Jada, what does the scouter say about his penis level? It's over 9,000 liters have come.
In the middle. I think, where did that scouter come from?
Okay, I mean, this one is just her in a robe.
She got a bathrobe on, still a C?
Yeah.
Why do they draw her so fucking wide in early Z? It's weird.
Yeah, she briefly wore this. Honestly, it's a cute top. Or a cute dress? Yeah, it's a cute dress. I'm gonna go C for this right now. Okay, so this one is just her as a waitress, right?
Here's the thing, the white trim is doing a lot for this outfit. It's doing a lot of the heavy lifting.
No, this is a C+ for me. So a lot of people...
That's a goated design. I fuck with the hair. Not necessarily the clothes for this one. I know I said earlier that like red doesn't really work on Bulma. But it's over 9 inches. Oh, that's even funnier. How did I miss that one? Come on. No, see, I always said that red doesn't really work on Bulma. It works in this case. I also like her hair. I like the hairstyle. The hairstyle does this one for me.
love this specifically for the hair, but I always kind
Oh,
of.
see, we know he knows what's going on.
Yeah, I kind of like the red jeans. It's a good color combination, but ultimately it's a little plain if it weren't for the hair.
I'm gonna say the hair is an A. The rest of it's a C.
So like the hair kind of kicks it up to like a B minus.
Yeah. This okay.
Bulma the Ghostbuster.
Well, yeah, she has
A little bit.
and she's got the red ribbon back. It's been long enough.
I'm a
she's
nano
reclaimed the red
virgin.
ribbon.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Banana.
like it's simple, it's easy. I'd say
low B.
Yeah, I'd say a low B. This
I
one
agree
is
with
always
that.
so.
See, this one I'm torn on because on the one hand, skimpy clothing, W in my fucking monkey brain. On the other hand, not a fan of the hair. Not a fan of that.
Funny to me.
She walks around in front of Krillin and Gohan for months, like they're weeks.
This kind of, to me, sort of highlights Bulma's security with her own sexuality, which is something I can actually.
That being said, there is a great porn comic of her in this fit. It kind of goes raw, not gonna lie. You know, can I assume you're intact? You know what I mean? I think he means uncut.
Appreciate it. I like the idea that.
Oh, but the bunny outfit.
The one she didn't want to wear specifically. I'm gonna go with D, honestly.
Okay.
D for D's
if they
nuts.
wanted to make this
Got
it
him.
needed to be a different color than this.
It needed to have a little bit more.
It didn't help that this is her worst haircut. I will maintain this.
Oh,
is
dude,
over
we agree. We
This
agree.
is below Fro Bulma, really.
Oh, hold on. Fro
We got
Bulma,
the vibe.
some people
I
love
know
it,
some people do.
Yeah,
I'm not
but,
on the camp.
So here it looks a little bit better, but that's just largely because
the outfit is already a bit more boxy and like the helmet hair works better with a uniform.
Yeah.
Actually, like That
makes sense. I agree with that.
With those the horizontal lines across certain things as an accent. I think this is a great looking spacesuit.
Yeah, honestly, it's kind of cool looking outfit.
Yeah, so B.
B. I'll go with the B.
Yeah.
I like this. I like her Namek outfit a lot. It's a shame that she just had to be on Namek. But as far as outfits go, I love the bodysuit with like the dress.
I said what I said.
On top of it. The boots look great. I love the cuffed boots, and I don't know, everything about this outfit I've always really liked. I wouldn't go lower than an A tier for this for me.
Yeah, I would say it's A.
I think the shoulder things fuck it up for me, but otherwise, pretty good design. I like it.
It's really original. It's really well put together.
Goes hard.
Okay, here we go.
We're back with the striped top.
But the hair's doing it.
Yes.
Like honestly, this is an easy.
I've never
for
seen
me.
this
Okay,
fit before, but I
Even though it's
agree.
basically the same kind of outfit we were talking
Goes
about
pretty
earlier.
raw.
I think it's just I think it's a combination of how she's drawn here, about her hairstyle. Honestly, this just looks pretty good.
Okay.
I wouldn't go above B, but I like it.
I can agree with B. The most controversial look for Bulma. This is the one that Vegeta fucked.
I don't know. I go on and off with the fro. Some cases I like it, sometimes I don't. Depends on the angle, I guess. Depends on how big they draw the fro too.
So
it is the one that this pulled Vegeta.
This laid the Saiyan.
Yeah, which I find very funny.
I think there's one thing this outfit is missing: a belt.
Honestly,
if it had something around the waist, I think it would look
Belt.
better.
How do you keep your pants from falling down while you're performing? Belt.
Absolutely, it would have nailed the kind of 1970s look that was going for way better, honestly. Also, I think this outfit would look better with the purple hair. than the blue
Probably,
hair.
and maybe if the vest was like a slightly different color.
Yeah.
I would not go higher than a C. I push for a D just because I'm one of the detractors.
Yeah, I'm gonna say C. Okay,
This is a great look.
This is a easy.
That's drip. She's dripping sauce on this one. She went crazy on this one. Dripping sauce. A1.
B, maybe even A.
I'd say A.
Yeah, it's a great combination. All the colors are working here.
The vest has a collar. There's some texture to it. Like the red shoes, the yellow laces with the like slightly capri pants.
I don't think they're yellow laces.
Oh,
I think
then
they're white.
whatever.
But honestly, the white on the red works too. Honestly, I can go with A. If you can talk me into an A on this one.
Yeah.
This is cute, but I also
I've
feel like
never
it's a
seen
little
this one in my
I would
life.
agree
What
it's
the
slightly
fuck is
overdesigned.
this?
It might she might have just
This
taken
is
some
clearly
influence
like
from the
end
Namek
after Namek, but like what the fuck?
I think this is as close as we get to Bulma wearing an Namekian outfit.
Oh my God, is she culturally appropriating the Namekians here?
Might be. Maybe they made maybe one of them
She
walked
wearing
up to
like
her
a
and was
Kunta Kente
just gave her some
fucking
clothes, like,
hat.
oh, thanks.
Honestly, that's my fucking head canon. She was like, hey, there's some clothes like yours, but you know that are a little.
Can you say Bulma like right here?
This is kind of a B for me though, because weirdly enough, I feel like it's too much clothes for Bulma. Because I feel like Bulma, it just doesn't wear this much on her most of the time. So it's like, wow, she's dressed very conservatively here. C, whatever.
Yeah.
Honestly, this is a great look for when she's working.
Yeah.
A perfect. I'm at the desk right now and I'm not leaving for a while, so I'm going to dress
Hi,
up.
B,
I'll agree.
I go B.
This video is going a lot faster than I thought it was. I know I have it
That
sped up,
ugly hoodie
but
keeps
like
showing up and it never looks great.
C.
I'm gonna say that it bumps it down to a C. C.
Kind of plain.
I'm gonna say this is a C.
Isn't that the same outfit just with a hairband?
It's fine.
Yeah.
It's all right.
Pretty boring.
Yeah.
C.
C. This is a cute look and I'm all about it. I'm 100% about it.
This is her plan to eradicate the Saiyans outfit, isn't it?
Yes. And it's used a little bit in the Android saga as well.
Also, Gohan, fix that slouch, son.
I like this a lot. I'm gonna go with a B.
Yeah.
Yo, A.
I'll agree with that.
love.
okay. See, the hair's a little short. I think if the hair was a little longer, it would work. I'd be down with this more if the hair was a little longer. The left, like I like how it looks on the left. On the right, the far right, I don't know about that. I like it though. The fit goes hard. The hair kind of ruins it for me.
Okay, I'm going to show my bias once we get to red dress Bulma, but I love this look, the sleeveless look, the kind of collared top a little bit, which is a nice form-fitting dress. That's classic. A.
Yeah.
B. B with the apron.
S.
Oh God.
S. Easy S for me.
Yeah,
Not even
great.
Yeah, I know about that.
love this
I don't know.
outfit so much
I'd
that
hard
it kills
disagree
me
with that.
It barely features. It is such a with the gloves.
Too many
with
colors
the,
going
the
on.
Vest with the kind of bomber looking.
Bulma really has the
Fuck
most looks
you.
in this show.
I mean, that's why we're making
Girls
this
with short hair are cute. No, listen, girls with short hair can be cute. That's fine. Like it's fine. I think that's fine. It just depends on the style. It's not necessarily about the length. It's about the style. She's got like this fucking bowl cut, like almost Karen thing going on. I don't know if I fuck with it. There's probably a term for it because I'm stupid and don't know shit. Because I obviously I don't know shit about hair. Look at me. I look like a fucking derelict freak.
Yes, yeah. The yellow scarf on this and the red dress that just it's a very
That's
simple
iconic.
look.
That's
I fucking
low key
If the
iconic.
green one is an A+ for me, this is an A-. I'm a bigger fan of the green, and I also kind of like the fact that it was the neck, like the turtleneck.
There's a bit of a bias for me in the arc where in the part where they were looking for the Dragon Balls and that one like thing just came up and just licked her ass. I'm just like, what the fuck? Something about that awakened something in me way back in the day. So there's a bit of a bias there. She looks great.
Hell yeah.
I say high A. I'm gonna say that like
The scarf goes
the
hard.
yellow handkerchief around her neck does a lot of work.
Yeah, I'm gonna agree. Like this is easy.
It's like Dumber from Dumb and Dumber. You're damn right I do. Our birds' heads are falling off. What are we doing?
Definitely lower.
Yeah, that's basically the same thing. I like the outfit, the hair. Girl, you would not wear your hair like
The
that.
big poof.
She's got the grandma look going on right now, and it is not working.
It's not working for her.
No.
Is this D?
It's a C for me because I like the outfit. The hair just drags it down from a B for me. C.
Casual C. I like the shoes.
See, here we go.
Listen, okay, I don't know how the fuck the show fumbles the bag on this, but there's a fucking hentai porn comic, fucking doujin, whatever you call it, manga, the doujin, where's Future Trunks fucking Future Bulma, and they somehow make her hotter than the show. It's crazy. And granted, it's porn, but
There's a take on that
Yeah,
original look.
that original Z like with a very similar jacket, but it fits.
Yes, this is take on. She is taking it on right now, and
Yeah,
I'm
this
going
is
to
more B.
Yeah, this is a great older Bulma look.
oh, it was. You know what it was? I think it might have been this design. It went pretty hard. Absolutely would.
Absolutely a fan of it. I'm gonna say B.
Yeah.
This is a good look. I'm actually gonna go with A on this. Not only does she have the
Very dynamic.
she has the jumpsuit, she has the worksuit. She's
going pinko mode.
Exactly. And the fact that she
We out here. We out here
absolutely.
going pinko
But, like,
mode.
go back to your roots, woman.
A.
A.
Also Fred Dursting it.
Oh no, that's a D. That's a D.
Fred Durst. It's just one of those days when you just want to suck, fuck, cunt. What?
Nope, not a fan. I really don't like it. Nope.
I would give this a automatic B or an A if it said Batman on the back.
I'm gonna say C for this
Based.
one.
Yeah.
I never
Why would
liked
her hair go from blue to lavender? Because the fucking art style is inconsistent. What do you think? You're not a fan of this one. The headband is what not a fan of not a fan of the headband.
Again, another like I don't know. I like the midriff. Pearl necklaces.
Oh, midriff, 100%. 100% agree on the midriff. I fucking love midriffs. Midriffs go raw. Midriffs go hard. If you're an in shape lady, you got a midriff. What? How you doing? How you doing, lady? How you doing, babe? Like I'm trying to take a look at that midriff. You know what I'm saying, dude?
Isn't doing a whole lot for it, but it's not bad. Again, it kind of looks like a real.
We see
nice
that
outfit.
fucking belly button, yo.
I'm gonna go
We
C.
fucking
This is a
stick my
solid A.
finger in it and fucking twist. Which hell you decide which, yeah?
For me, actually, maybe.
I'd put it below the version of this with the belt, like at least a rank below that.
Yeah,
Same thing with an apron.
Yeah. Nah. Yeah. I don't care. It's a C. I'm just gonna give a C. I kind of feel thrown together. Like the color combination's fine, but not with the hair.
Is this from fucking Yo Son Goku and his friends return?
They'd make her design a lot better when they picked up for Super. The glasses, ooh, interesting.
So like.
Yeah, no, not a fan. Not a fan. She lit us Braving the Elements. I have not listened to it, no.
Here.
She looks almost like a different character.
Yeah, she doesn't even look like Bulma, to be honest. Yeah, no.
I usually listen to him at work, though. So I don't
She
know.
looks like a Rugrats mom.
You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, the
that's
hair is not doing that. She looks like a Karen in this
This
one,
is a
bro.
C for me.
Not
Almost
it.
a D.
I'd
Like,
go
everything
D.
That's
Yeah,
not
way
the
too
vibe.
busy. If there is any F, this might be it.
We haven't hit an F yet.
This
but-
might be the F.
Yeah, honestly, I'm gonna say B on this one.
I wish I could see the entire look of her, but yeah, I'd agree B. I don't know. I think the colors on this are great. Sweatshirt kind of like sticking out a bit. That almost bumps it to an A.
See, like this is a good example of like Bulma having short hair and it looking good. Like I like the short hair in Super. It's more rounded. You should watch. It's pretty good. I'm getting into it eventually. I usually wait till a couple episodes build up and I listen to them all in a row at work. I'll probably do that this week.
For me,
No, that's what brings it to a B for me.
Okay.
I'm gonna give that a C, I guess, maybe a D. It's
C
really
is
boring.
D.
Yeah, not a fan of
It's
that.
not busy. It looks good.
Yeah, no. See, this again, it's it's the hair, it's the style of the hair. So like she looks fine with short hair, but it's the style that fucks me up.
Solid B to me.
Yeah, they're really so.
The
it
shades
feels
go
like
hard,
once
though.
They got to super. They were
Fan of
really
the
trying to play
shades.
closer to like or base it around her hair color.
It's a very Easter look.
Yeah, it is. It's kind of a B minus, C plus for me. If only just because it just feels a little on the boring side.
I say B.
All right. Okay. So
A.
this is just
It's the red dress, but better.
It is. It's actually just better.
Yeah, I don't know
for me.
about better. I don't know if I'm a fan of this.
High A, low S to me.
High B, low A for me. This one I've always been really torn on.
See, this one all depends on how she's drawn. Because sometimes it's goated. Sometimes it's like so fucking boring. It's unreal. Sometimes his hair would be gray. Could I really be colorblind? You might actually be colorblind if you think his hair is gray. That's
Sometimes, depending on, the worst thing about this style is that it's in super, where she always kind of feels like she's a little off model.
Of all of her casual looks, I think this is the best.
Okay. Oh, wow. That's
I'm down.
Of her
I'll agree
casual,
with that.
like just going around, this is like, I'm going to wake up in the morning, I'm just going to take this off the rack. I think this is one of the better ones.
This is a B for me. It grew on me over time. It just...
See, that makes sense, because all of her other really casual looks ended up in C. So.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that's just...
Hey, yo, let's go. They didn't do the Broly movie? Or the fucking... Any of the other fucking
It is legitimately just a bikini.
post-super shit?
Okay, the one on the right
Oh,
side
there's
is
still
the
5
one
minutes on the
on the
video
left.
left, so
Kind of
maybe
for
they'll get to it.
One really like the...
Yeah, well, it's more stylized, and obviously the one on the left.
I like it
I
because
like
he's
the
got
tan. I like the,
fucking
the look of
boobies
the
in it.
goggles.
Yo,
The
you know what I'm
necklace.
talking about, dude?
Honestly, the necklace is how...
I like
bringing it
this
up
one
too.
because he
Honestly,
got boobies.
This is a solid B, maybe even like a low A. I just really like it. Like, if you're gonna put her in an outfit like this, give her something that makes it her. And the fact that she's got the gloves and the eye shield and the necklace, yeah, I like it. It's very...
Okay. I was gonna say like high B.
It's a very beach day Bulma, and I'm about it.
That's probably the best beach look. This is also a really nice casual look.
Yeah.
Like,
That hat, the brim on the hat is way too fucking big. That's a massive fucking brim. Look at that shit. That shit's like a foot wide.
A solid B, high C.
Got
I
that
give it a
capsule
B
corp
minus.
gap
That's huge,
with
but
big
that's kind of-
I
brim.
kind of like the fact that it's huge.
Yeah,
though.
there's something endearing about
And
that.
her weird like 1980s strap-on shoes.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah. It's a low B for me.
Is this like from a workout tape? What is this?
Let's go. Scantily clad, I'm in.
It's. I'm thinking about like the
I'm
bunny outfit,
totally
and
doing
one
this
actually
with
feels way
Coom.
more
I'm
perverted for
rating
some
this
reason.
with
I think
Coom
it's the
brain.
pose.
It's definitely the pose. How do you screw up Bulma? It's on most of her outfits.
Buluma.
No, wrong, bad, you're D.
Interesting.
Oh my god!
Is that a manga cover?
I think that might be the cover of some, I'm not sure. Maybe like an advertisement for something, or like a crossover, or an insert. I have no idea what that's from. But that
I
is a...
like it.
Yeah, okay, so it's a B plus for me, and it would have been an A if I felt like it were more Bulma. It
No,
does not feel like
see,
Bulma.
liking this design makes me feel like a pedophile. I don't know what about it.
Like, this is not...
I put that mid B,
It's
but
so-
just because,
something about
it
this,
does
like,
not
this
feel
one feels
its
wrong.
Character, like it's obviously meant as promotional. I don't know what Goku's being served for, but
It's adorable, though.
it's
Like,
absolutely
really
adorable.
Cute.
That's all.
That's it?
We
Oh
made
my
it through
gosh.
all of them.
Wow, all right.
Nah,
I guess
bro,
that was-
they're missing.
Okay, so there is our
They
rankings
missed
of Bulma
fucking.
outfits.
Dude, they missed her fucking super design. What the fuck? Or Bulma, Broly movie. They missed the fucking best fit, dude. They missed like one of her best fits, dude. Look at this, dude. She's dripping fucking sauce, dude. Look at this, dude. She's going hard on this one, yo. Look at this, dude. The fucking tropical colors, the fucking shades, dude. That's fucking dripping sauce, dude. That's A1, yo. She got that shit on for real. She got that shit on. Drip. I rest my case. Let's watch Wendigoon. No, I don't want the conspiracy iceberg. I wanted the cryptid iceberg. Whoop. This is the new one. Okay. It's the eyes. What you mean the eyes? My penis has eyes. The gays have eyes. The hills have eyes. Gaymen.org has eyes. What? Mike Pence. What are we doing? Anyways. Alright, see you, Unami. The goat. Is he the goat? Is he good with the sauce? Anyways.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Tier 6 of the Cryptid Iceberg. Remember how last time I was complaining because a bunch of the guys on that tier were losers? Well, this time we have the opposite problem. There's way too many cool ones on this tier. If I was smart, I would have thought about that before I made the iceberg and more evenly distributed them, but it's too late for that now, so you all just get a cool video. If you've been keeping up with the series, then hopefully some of these creatures are a bit more niche than the monsters we've covered thus far, and if you haven't seen any of the rest of the series, and this is your first video of the Cryptid Iceberg, then cool, you get to hear about 20 really weird things. One thing I want to mention before we get started, because it relates to cryptids and I figure you all probably care about that sort of thing. A while back, I did the Legacy of the Wendigo poster with Invis. It's this really cool
I don't care about your fucking merch.
It's like, like Tuesday, 100, I believe. So if you want support, you all have shown, and I don't take that for some other creepy monsters. And if you love stories of things that go,
I don't care about your sponsor either. Back there, more like, I can't say that.
Don't miss these. Thank you for watching. So if you look at the,
all right, let me look at these. So what the fuck? The Glyptodont. What the Cynocephaly? What the Pigfoot? The Oklahoma octopus? The Cuban critter? The Cuban critter? I love critters. Until the room stinks. Chris, you're insane. The Hrakal, the Kelpie, the Abharchu, Bunyip. This motherfucker's making shit up. I've never heard of any of these. I'm a crypto freak.
The image of this whole iceberg on tier 6, I goofed. For some reason, I don't know why, I put the Wawasee sturgeon twice on the iceberg when I already talked about it in I think like tier 3 or 4. I guess I was just really excited to talk about that fish. So if you look at the iceberg, Wawasee sturgeons on this tier, just pretend like that doesn't exist, and instead, we're going to talk about the tree squeak. This fearsome critter of North America is said to appear as a normal weasel other than its extra long tail and legs. However, it has the ability to wrap around tree trunks
Let's calm down.
Like a chameleon, perfectly match
Let's
the color of the wood.
relax.
Building their homes in the fork of trees, if anything were to disturb the tree squeak as it rests on a log, it would emit a cry, the sound of which is a mimic. The animal's call could not only copy other animals such as elk, dog, or bird, but even gunshots and dynamite.
I like
if annoyed by humans, the clever tree squeak may use these sounds in combination to cause people to be lost in the woods, as the creature itself is kept invisible by its unique appearance.
I like the tree squeak.
Many a folktale is centered on this
It's a cute
mischievous
little
trickster
critter.
of the American woodlands. We are already off to a strong start. I absolutely love the fearsome critters. I didn't know about the fearsome critters. Maybe I heard the word before, but I didn't know it was like a whole compendium until I started the series. The fearsome critters of North America is some of my favorite cryptid storytelling, because you can so easily picture how stories like this would have been created, how they could have been told around campfires, how they could have been used to scare or haze newcomers to the group. It's similar to things like the aggro pelter, right? In tier 5, we talked about how the aggro pelter was an explanation for limbs falling on and killing lumberjacks in the woods. Well, the tree squeak's in the same boat, right? If you've spent any time in the woods, I'm sure there's been an
They call
instance
me
where
the
you've heard
tree
an animal
squeak when
and
I
not been able to find it.
fucking
So people sitting around a campfire
comes.
decide to spin a yarn that it's actually a weasel-looking thing that
I've been
can just
awake
turn the
since
color
2
of a
in the
tree
morning.
and then make different
Since
animal
3 in the
noises to
morning.
taunt you. Not that the creature itself is
Yesterday.
that menacing, but because of its uniqueness and because it fits into the coziness of campfire stories that
My
I love so
husband
much.
likes
I've got to give it to nature.
Mothman.
Because ultimately,
Mothman's
all
the
I care
goat,
about
though.
is the creature being cool. And if it's cool because it's scary, or it has a menacing appearance, or if you could just make good stories out of it, all the same in my book. Moving on from the tree squeak.
The
next
tree
up,
squeak, more like the tree queef. You know what I'm talking about? Let me turn up my Baba Booies real quick. Why are the volumes so low on my Baba Booies?
we have the Glyptodont. These giant armadillos are said to have once roamed the Americas some
Glyptodon.
11,000 years ago, reaching 5 feet in height and 2
Oh,
tons
these guys
in
were in
weight.
Ice Age.
The Glyptodont dwarfed any modern species of armadillo. Its status as a cryptid began in the 1960s when several accounts of vehicle-sized quadrupeds made their way through South America, culminating in a reported capture of a living Glyptodont in 1967 that was later confirmed to be a hoax. Regardless, the sightings and stories of this gigadillo continue. While it is
If I
amusing
saw
to
that in
think
real
about
life,
an
I'd
armadillo the
fucking
size
pet it.
of a Volkswagen Beetle, I'm gonna have to give it a D tier.
I'd ride
Not
it like
F
the
because
fucking
admittedly a big
pioneers.
armadillo is kind of cool, but once again, it was just a creature that did exist that people say maybe still does exist. And as with everything else down here, I don't care. The tree squeak can become invisible and make dynamite noises. The Glyptodont is an armadillo, but large. So moving on from a cryptid that should have tried harder, we have the Cynocephaly. Translating to dog-headedness, nearly every culture of the Eastern world holds some legend of humans with the head
What
of a
a dog doing?
Distinct from werewolves through maintained behavior and some regions describing the beast as a shapeshifter, they were
Bro,
often
that's
described to
Anubis.
entire groups of people.
That's
Many
Anubis
cultures
from
incorporated
fucking Egypt.
Cynocephaly into more common historical beliefs,
Egyptian
such as Europeans
mythology.
detailing the creature's encounters with figures such as Jesus Christ. Some attribute the
Jesus
legend to
hates
stories of
Christ
demons,
himself.
spirits, and the like. Regardless of strangeness, its proliferation across languages is interesting.
Bias aside, kind of basic, but I like the
I'm putting
Wendigo.
sign
The
of
Wendigo
Valley
is
as
cool.
non-applicable because I'm
It's
not really
a-
interested
it's a
in it
fucking
as a cryptid.
classic.
If I
It's
was,
a
I would probably
a
call
real
that C
American
tier. I'm more
classic.
interested by its implication. See, I'm sure we're all familiar with at least one example of a dog-headed person in ancient lore,
What a
like
dog
Anubis
doing?
from Egyptian mythology. But it's interesting that the concept of a dog-headed person shows up in a lot of different regions. Civilizations like the Egyptians and the Romans had stories of dog-headed people. People in East Asia would say entire tribes of people were dog-headed people. Of course, this was used as a sort of indoctrination to dehumanize the enemy, but still, the symbol persists. The two options are the cool one, that maybe there was either some kind of dog person in humanity's history, or spirits
I
or
would
demons or what have you.
listen.
can appear as-
I don't know if you guys are familiar with the Younger Dryas impact theory. It's this theory that mankind was almost wiped out and the survivors are like us. So like everything that happened before a certain point is just like we don't know what the fuck happened. There's probably like there's an advanced civilization before the Ice Age or some shit like that. I don't know. Joe Rogan explains it well because he's fucking Joe Rogan and he's retarded. But if that were the case, I could totally believe there's a fucking tribe of dog people somewhere. I believe it. More specifically, the deer depiction. Oh, dude, that's the most goated one. That's the most goated Wendigo. It's a fucking creepy deer coming around, fucking stalking you, sucking you, fucking making you moist and fucking coming in your fucking hells, you know what I'm saying, dude? I'm fucking
as a
bleeding
dog-headed
brain.
person, or the other option that one story proliferated through so many cultures and just seemed to work their way
fucking
into
eye.
all these different narratives. Both of which says a lot about cryptozoology as a whole. After that, we have an equally important cryptid, Bigfoot. With a naming convention borrowed
Bigfoot.
from the famed Sasquatch, Bigfoot is a half-man, half-pig beast. Some specimens of wild hog are cryptids in their own right, reaching weights in the tons. Bigfoot simply asks how terrifying that creature might be if it sought to harm man, and in some stories, walked upright. Set to stalk the woods of the
Yo,
American Northeast.
if I was in the woods, I don't know why I'd be in the woods for any reason, but if I saw a fucking wild boar, which is already scary on its own, but if I saw it stand up on its hind legs and walk toward me like a person, I think I would just let it kill me. Because I think at that point you just know it's over. It's fucking Jover at that point. There's nothing you can do. You're fucked. Whack.
Its stench precedes it, and its imposing figure is used to chase off and potentially kill those who cross its path. Stories of Bigfoot date back to the natives of the land, who refer to the creature as Quintachek, and to this day, a festival is held not in worship, but reverence of the creature each year. Or at least, so the story goes. So Bigfoot, really big pig-human hybrid thing that wants to kill people. Pretty standard. What isn't standard is what I found while researching this thing. So most of the stories about the legend of
I got
Bigfoot come
Pigfoot.
from one source called, and I'm not kidding,
Sounds like a
Angry
fucking
Johnny and the Killbillies,
disease.
which to my understanding is both a website and a band that has a fictional town known as Killville, Massachusetts, and a bunch of different cryptids and urban legends surrounding the fictional town. And while it seems that Bigfoot existed a little bit, like the word was passed around before Angry Johnny did what he did with it, most of the lore you find online seems to come from him. So that's pretty neat, and check out the Killbillies if you want. That being said, D tier. Because yes, while the name is cute and pigs can be scary,
I got fucking Pigfoot. I fucking dropped a fucking steel beam on my fucking toe, and now I got motherfucking Pigfoot. My fucking foot is all fucking pink and fucking swollen, yo. Now I got fucking Pigfoot, yo.
it's just really big pig person. Next up, we have the Trinity Alps giant salamander. In the 1920s,
Oh, look at
several
that guy.
reports of salamanders reaching up to 9 feet in length popped up in the hills of Northern California. While hellbenders,
Oh, we already know.
gargantuan
Don't we already know
salamander
that
in eastern
fucking
United States
salamanders
can
get
reach
that
massive
big?
lengths, some men reported the Trinity Alps salamanders as being as large as a grown alligator, with clusters in the dozens. This culminated in the 1950s when Tom Slade
I was
led
like
an
the
expedition
Hopkinsville
to
Goblin.
locate
The
creature,
Hopkinsville
yet nothing
Goblin
was
is
found.
fucking
Despite
S
this,
tier, bro.
the
He's
occasional
the
sighting of
goat.
Fisherman's Tale keeps
Little
the story of this
Sableye running
record-breaking
around.
amphibian alive. I always think it's
Going,
cool when
"Hoo-hoo,
reports of a
and
cryptid
then he
culminate in like
comes
an
on a
actual
man. I don't know why he
investigation.
comes.
Like Tom Slade
I'm a
was
fucking
the heir of
psychotic
a huge
freak.
oil company and was known for going on like cryptozoology missions, I guess, expeditions, whatever you want to call them. And even though they didn't find anything, the fact they went in the first place is pretty cool. And again, hellbenders are really big and kind of scary and do exist. So who's to say something that big can't get a few feet longer? So while there is a lot of real world stuff around it, and it is one of the more likely cryptids to actually exist on this iceberg, that narrowly saves it from D tier. Because sure, yeah, a lot of validity, whatever, but it's a really big salamander. But you know what isn't a really big salamander? The hibagon. Also known as the Japanese Bigfoot, this beast can be
hell
thought
yeah.
of as an American Bigfoot with slight alterations, such as a height of only 5 feet, an abnormally large head, and a protruding face.
Salamanders can be massive. I
As
know,
with
I've
most
seen them. The
Japanese legends,
fuckers are
It is
huge.
particularly terrifying. Not only is the beast described as
Or they
intelligent
can get
and
huge
fast,
anyways.
and all encounters note a distinct lack of noise or calls, But some accounts describe the Hibigan as using tools and rather than attacking
Hibigan.
humans, simply watching and
Is that
stalking
like
us.
Kabigan?
I've talked about it before.
Like
The coolest
fucking
cryptids in the world
Snorlax?
come from Japan, Brazil, and Appalachia. Japan takes the American Bigfoot, makes it this silent predator that can move through the woods really fast, and doesn't necessarily want to kill us, but wants to watch us for some reason, and seems to be building something. I would normally call something like this C tier because no matter how you cut it, it is a Bigfoot derivative. But even though that's true, it does some unique things with the creature.
He's
and all the
Bigfoot,
drawings
but he
and,
has like a samurai
renditions of
sword.
it I've seen are kind of
He
creepy.
goes, "Oh,
instead of
hello,
being
I am
scary, most
Bigfoot."
depictions. So while I kind of want to call it C tier because it's not a
Bigfoot.
huge cultural staple, I'm also not Japanese, so I
Says
don't know how
Squeakual.
important it is in Japan or how much of an impact it's had. So I'm going to give it the benefit of the doubt and call it A tier. Because if you're going to rip off another cryptid, at least do something fun with it. I'm looking at you, every American lake monster. And speaking of American lake monsters, next up we have the Oklahoma octopus. Within the landlocked states of Oklahoma, legend exists of an octopus
Oklahoma
that pulls swimmers
pussy.
to their death. Said to be the size of a horse,
Octopussy,
the
'cause I
octopus
got
is blamed
8
for the high rates of
vaginas.
drowning within several of Oklahoma's man-made lakes. Some species of octopus can survive in freshwater for short periods of time, and with generations of adaptation, a freshwater octopus is theoretically possible. With deaths unexplained and waters ripe with mystery, stories of the Oklahoma octopus are alive and well. The Oklahoma octopus is oddly famous. I remember as a kid seeing a Lost Tape episode about it, and then I just kind of saw it
That I
everywhere
do
after
not
that.
remember.
But all it really is,
There was a Lost Tapes episode of the Oklahoma Octopus. I do not remember that. It's probably because it was one of the fucking shitty mid episodes that didn't actually have the monster in it, so there was no point in watching it. I don't remember that one. I watched the fuck out of Lost Tapes.
it's an
So I don't
octopus
remember
in
that.
Oklahoma. And sure, it's a big octopus, but like squid get way bigger than that. And to most people, I assume they have the same fear factor associated. So I'm not going to give it F tier because it's not a Nessie clone. At least it's something different. But at the same time, octopus, no need salt. So D tier. I would normally give it bonus points for being so popular, but like I said, it is just an octopus. After that, we have the glaucus. This fearsome critter is said to stalk the woods of Glastonbury,
Caucus.
described as a
He has a
lion,
big
bear, panther
fucking
hybrid.
bear
The beast is
honking
said to be
cock,
blind
dude.
with a perfect sense of hearing and smell. If any look the glaucus in the eyes, they will immediately lose their memory, explaining why, despite dozens of searches for the creature, few had memory of their encounter. Despite rumors of its existence fading out in the mid-50s, old legends of lost pets and people lead many to believe something once lived, or still lives, out there. I think the premise of the glaucus is really neat. Granted, the appearance of it is kind of lackluster. It's just taking a bunch of animals that do exist and pushing them together. But the idea that it's blind, but can hear and smell really well, so if you can throw it off on one of those, you may have a chance. But if you look it in the eye, you lose your memory. I couldn't find reports to clarify if you lose like memory of your whole life or just memory of your encounter. I assume just the encounter. And like I've talked about with other stories, one of my favorite aspects of cryptids is how you can work them into narratives. So if you were sitting around with your friends and one of them said, well, they've never heard of the glaucus, ask if they've ever...
Jenny, I looked at the glaucus, Jenny. Now I don't remember why my penis don't work, Jenny. Jenny, the glaucus came in my penis. The glaucus took away my penis, Jenny.
been in the woods
My
by themselves and
brain is
can eventually gaslight them into believing that they not only know of it, but maybe came into contact with it. But because they met its eyes, they simply don't remember. It's a lot of fun. I can't put it in A tier because it isn't that unique in its appearance, but it's certainly a strong B tier. Because again, if you can make cool stories with it, I'm all for it. And speaking of, next up we have the fur-bearing trout. Truly, the jackalope of the water, the
Oh, look
fur-bearing
at that
trout was a running
motherfucker.
joke between the
I
fishermen
would not eat
of North
that.
America. With origins in
Absolutely
Iceland,
not.
legend says that in
Not
particularly
under
cold
any
climates,
circumstance would
trout
I
have
eat that.
adapted to the freezing temperatures by growing a thick layer of fur. This has led to many tall tales and stories of shoes and meat derived from the fish. This fantastical legend finds itself
Yeah,
comfortable
maybe it would.
in
Maybe
the
it'd be
midst of
tasty.
American mythology. All of these Americana fearsome critters,
I don't know if
things
an
that
animal
go
that
bump in the
furry
night,
can be
I can't get
tasty,
enough
though.
of. Because the concept of the fur-bearing trout
Maybe it
in and
could.
of itself is teeming with stories. All you got to do is take a trout
Because
taxidermy
cows and
put
pigs,
rabbit
they don't
fur
really
on,
got
hang it
much
up in your
hair.
bait
They got
tackle
pretty
shop.
short
Whenever
hair, all
someone new
things
comes to the area,
considered.
tell them that you've got fur-bearing trout in the rivers. Or when you have someone over for salmon, tell them that the salmon
The
is that of a
chicken don't
fur-bearing
got
trout.
no
And if they really
hair
think
at
about
all.
it, they can probably taste the difference.
'Cause they
Or you can just
chickens.
straight up lie, and if you have like a rabbit pelt thing, just tell people it is a trout pelt thing. I think I even have a fur-bearing trout thing in here somewhere. Yeah. Check this out. Look at this guy. Tell me that's not neat. Tell me he's not cute. Look at him. He's got his little gray rabbit fur on him. Like, how could you not love that? In one of the tall tales I read, fishermen who go looking for the fur-bearing trout have to bring with them a Brannock device. A Brannock device is the thing at shoe stores that you use to measure your feet for the shoe, and yes, I had to look that up. So normally when you go fishing, there are length requirements for the fish. Like, they don't want you killing young fish that haven't had the chance to reproduce, so the fish has to be a certain length for you to be able to keep it. Well, in the story of the fur-bearing trout, men had to come measure their foot and then put it up next to the trout to prove that the trout could make them an effective pair of shoes. Again, the creature is fun and ripe with stories. I can't call it an A tier because it's not particularly terrifying, and it's not as unique as something like the tree squeaker, but I can certainly call it B tier, where I feel it fits right at home with the jackalope. That might speak to something deeper about me that some of my favorite cryptids are the ones you can use to trick or gaslight people, but I'm not going to talk about that too much right now. And instead,
That's how gaslighting. Gaslighting is goated.
we're just going to move on to the devil bird. Also known as the ulama, this bird of Sri Lanka is said to emit a horrific cry, signifying that death was soon to visit. Locals have claimed
like a
many different
banshee.
birds to be the actual devil bird, with most ornithologists believing the spot-bellied eagle owl to be the physical match, while the vocal match is most likely the forest eagle owl or the crested honey buzzard.
That's a scary
This
looking
lack of continuity
motherfucker.
between
I fucking
sightings
hate
leads to a
owls,
more
dude. They're so
troubling
scary.
idea. The concept that, if this devil bird is truly rock
Something
propelled,
weird about
perhaps it
owls,
takes the
bro.
visage
Something
and
about
voice of
owls
other
rubs
birds
me the
to
wrong
deliver its
way.
message. With origin
Like, look at that. Why does his fucking neck move like that? What is wrong with you? Why does your nose look like a face? Why does your nose on its own look like a face? Why do you look like that? Fuck you.
stooped in the story of a villager driven by madness into the jungle, a demonic minister within the forest of Southeast Asia is enough to make any traveler weary of the trees. So on its own, as a cryptid, I feel like the devil bird is an F tier because, you know, people are like, oh, there's this scary sound in the trees. It's some kind of bird. And then bird people are like, oh, is it that kind of bird? And the person who heard it's like, yeah. Like they see a bird and say, yeah, that looks like the bird I heard, and they hear another bird and say that sounds like the bird I heard. So you could make the leap, like I just said, that it mimics the appearance and sounds of different birds, but even then it's just birds that already exist. However, it is cool that the legend comes from someone that went crazy and was forced to be kind of a messenger from hell, and anytime it crows, it signifies death is soon to visit, and it's also called the devil bird, so I'll call it D tier. But I'm telling you, if the devil wasn't involved in that one, it's going straight to F. And speaking of F tier, spoilers, we have the Cuban critter.
The
While they do,
Cuban
in fact,
critter.
hail from Cuba, nothing
I
about
love
these
this
creatures is
guy.
typical.
I already love this fucking guy. This guy is awesome. Look at him. He's fucking adorable.
For their environment. In 1948, the critters were spotted near the coast of Cuba and described as being 15 feet tall, covered in hair, and possessing a large crocodile-shaped head. These sightings have been connected to that of the megalonyx, or giant ground sloth, and despite a limited era of reported encounters, some believe this once extinct creature to still inhabit the Cuban jungle. Alright, so like I said, F tier, and I'll tell you why. I'm already not a fan of things that did exist, maybe just existing now. I mean, obviously, it's cool if it really happens, like the coelacanth and stuff like that, we get that. But the concept of like, oh, scary monster that goes bump in the night, that is just a thing that once existed, isn't that interesting to me. And it seems like what happened with the Cuban critter is in 1948, around the time people started talking about these giant ground sloths that used to exist, someone was just like, oh, I saw one of those. And everyone's like, oh, where? And they're like, over there on the beach. And then they go look and they can't find one. And there was one reporting that happened like in the 50s where someone said they spotted one, but then people investigated and it was like a normal sloth that like someone had brought. And they're like, oh, sorry, I thought it was 15 feet tall, my mistake. And it's just like the sightings of it are really dumb. And it's just like for a few years, people who
That's goofy.
saw the skeletons of the big ground sloth said that they saw one of those, but they couldn't prove it. There's going to be a lot of ground sloth things coming up in the list. I can just feel it because there's so many different cryptids that get attributed to them. So I'm not going to get mad yet, but I can feel it coming on strong. But yeah, for now, F tier. The only good thing I can say about it is the name Cuban critter is cute. When I read that name originally, I was expecting some kind of little goblin thing, but no, it's just a big sloth. So moving on from that, we have neodinosaurs. Neodinosaurs is a blanket term for cryptids that can be classified as prehistoric dinosaurs still existent in the modern age. Some examples of which we've already discussed, like the Makale Membe and the Loch Ness Monster. However, they are mentioned now to emphasize the validity of various cryptid sightings. Dinosaurs existed in every corner of the world, and now their sightings continue in their stead. Perhaps the question to be asking among these cryptids is not, do they exist, but do they still exist? Neodinosaurs are going to non-applicable, obviously, as a cryptid. Everything I just explained with the ground sloth, not interested. But it is something to keep in mind that dinosaurs were all over the world, and now several cryptids that appear as dinosaurs, or at least have some similarities, are also being spotted all over the world. Something about the whole false extinction thing that we've talked about earlier.
Oh yeah, I can believe that to some degree. Like that's false extinction, that dinosaurs didn't actually go extinct.
Maybe it was a creature that
I mean, think about it. We have fucking crocodiles and alligators and shit that are basically just dinosaurs. Sharks are basically just dinosaurs.
In Patagonia, South America, early European explorers described a very unique encounter. This animal, that would later be called a sucarath, was described as having a human-like face.
If I saw that, I'd fucking slay it with a fucking sword.
Young it carries on its back.
Oh, I'd definitely kill that with a sword. It's got big fucking titties.
Is that it was never described as such. Instead, documentarians merely mentioned it along with descriptions of other wildlife, detailing the natives which wore their fur and their habit of living near riverbanks. Theorists have pointed at everything from giant anteaters to now extinct sloths as the candidate. The sucarath is perhaps an example of humanity's encounters with a species in their twilight. Again, potentially a creature that existed then, but just doesn't now. Reports of the Sukarath would have occurred around the late 1500s, early 1600s. And when it says things like the face of a man, it doesn't mean like a man's head on an animal's body. It means more in the way you would describe a chimp's face or something like that. It's flat, it has the features in the same place, not a long snout, etc. And details like it has a tail it uses as a sort of umbrella for the babies on its back. It's pretty cool.
If you
As
don't think a
cryptid, I've got
chimpanzee
a
would
that's
kill
just
babies
kind of
and eat
unique
them, you haven't been
animal
paying
that
attention to the
existed at one
literature.
point, supposedly, but interesting for its historical context nonetheless.
The
Next up, we
Sukarath.
have the bunyip.
The
The bunyip is
bunyip?
one of Australia's most
Oh,
famed
look
cryptids.
at that thing. That thing is awesome. He's a little tentacle monster. Bro, bring back tentacle monsters. Look at this little when you see I want to hear bunyip, I think of like a cute little bunny creature. Not a fucking abomination with fucking tentacles hanging out of it. That's fucking crazy. That's awesome. I love that guy.
There isn't a
Looks like part
consensus on its
machine, dude.
appearance, as some describe it as a reptilian dog, and others simply call it a snake with a
Yo,
beard.
that's fucking scary, dude. That is fucking. If I saw that in real life, piss and shit in that order.
Bunyip legend dates to the early 1800s, with Aboriginal legends stating that a man named Bunyip ate his totem animal and was
What the
cursed to become
fuck?
a spirit, luring
That little
passersby to their
goofy little
wandering
motherfucker. He
deaths.
looks like that from that show
With
Dinosaurs.
rivers and even the town of Bunyip, Victoria, named after the creature, its impact on culture and history means this legend will continue for generations to come. Australia is interesting because every animal in that country is already trying to kill you, so they have to get creative with their monsters. And the bunyip does just that. Some of the
Hell
depictions of
yeah.
it are really weird. It's like a cyclops thing with like fin feet that crawls out of the water and then lures people near the water so it can jump out like a trapdoor spider and kill them. And there's a lot of stories around the creature. Not only its origin, where it was cursed to be a monster, like I spoke of, but there's a lot of stories of people out in the outback of Australia who become victim of the creature, or hunting parties that bite one off. Pretty much, it's a good monster. So I'm going to call it B tier. And
I
speaking of
agree
things
with
and
that.
lakes that want to kill you, we have the Debarchu. The lakes of Ireland
The
tell tale of this
Debarchu.
gigantic otter. Sometimes described as a
A
dog-otter
big,
hybrid
fat
or just
fucking
a really
otter
big
is gonna
otter, up
rape
to 7
you and
feet long,
fucking
the beasts are said to await prey in
eat your
the
shit.
water before attacking and even chasing their prey onto land. Sightings have occurred as far back as a tombstone in Glendale, claiming a woman had been killed by a Debarchu in the 1600s, and as recently as 2003, with accounts spotting them near the Omi Island, Connemara. Several stories
That's
of
a
battles
very
with the species
fucking
exist,
elaborate fake
makes one
image.
think twice before approaching the Irish water's edge. So on the surface, it's not that unique. It's either a really big otter, like a you can almost think of it as like a crocodile without the reptilian part, right? Like it's 7 feet long and it waits near the water's edge and jumps out and bites people. But there's something about like tombstones saying people have been dying for hundreds of years due to these creatures. And in some of the folk tales I read, it's like a man finds his wife ripped in half by one, so he kills it with a pitchfork. There's a lot of fun to be had with the stories around
He
it.
kills it
So
with a
while I'm not
pitchfork.
crazy about the cryptid itself, I do like a lot of the folklore attached to it, so I'm going to call it right in the middle at C tier. A lot of good has been done with the concept, but the concept itself isn't anything to write home about. You know what is a really cool concept? The side hill gouger. Among America's tall
The
tales
gouger?
exists the
I'm
side
gonna
hill
gouge your
gouger, a
fucking
creature that can
ass.
appear in many variations, but most often resembles a sort of goat or hoofed creature. What they do all have in common is the set of legs on one side of their body is longer than the other. This means that gougers can only walk on hillsides, and specifically in one direction. Leading a gouger off a hillside will result in the animal walking in an awkward circle forever, and the beast is often blamed for stamped trails that circle mountaintops. Rare, since clockwise gougers who give birth to counterclockwise gougers must abandon their young, and if a clockwise meets a counterclockwise, one must kill the other to pass, they find themselves at home in the far-out legends of the American countryside. Once again, these American tall tales
that is the
have stolen
dumbest
my
thing
heart.
I've ever
If you've
heard
been
in
out
my
in the
life.
woods for any period of time, you can find those game trails whenever you get to the top of an elevation where like the local animals will run off from the water has kind of matted out a flat spot near the brim of a mountaintop. And similar to a lot of these other American cryptids, we can see where people saw that and then made a legend around it. It must be a hillside gouger because they have to walk in that same circle, potentially at that same elevation, for their entire lives. And the idea that if a clockwise one gives birth to a counterclockwise, they're just like, they just have to look at each other and then the mother just has to leave because neither one can turn around to get to the other, so it just sucks. If they run into each other, it is a battle to the death. That is so fun. And there's other fun details, like a clockwise can only mate with a counterclockwise because that's the only way two of them can come into contact with each other. And the way that they migrate is because of their orientation, it is hard for them to couple in order to produce more. So they like lean up on each other and can finally walk in a straight direction, and it takes them a while to get sorted, and that's how they migrate. Two of them will just kind of drunkenly push off of each other until they're in another state. Once again, it
It's
is
fucking
so much
dumb. I love
fun.
it.
You can see where the legend came from. You can see how it could
That's
be
so
used for tall tales.
stupid.
love
I
it.
like
To me,
it
it's a solid
though.
A tier
It's
for having
very,
the
it's very
It's
creature.
not an S tier
Very
because it doesn't try to attack
I'm
people.
so
and
fucking
it is
shot, dude.
scary,
You have no
and
idea.
also because the shape of it can kind of change depending on which story you're listening to. It doesn't really have a defined form, so I wouldn't call it as cool as something like the Hodag, but pretty cool nonetheless, A tier. Eventually, I'm just going to have to make a video about all of the American tall tales. They exist in like a bunch of pioneer books and stuff like that. You can just read all of them straight from the vine. So I might have to do that one day because I can't get enough. I want them injected into my blood.
The
Speaking of
pioneers
injecting
used to
things into
ride
your
these
blood,
babies
next
for
up we have
miles.
the
I forgot I had
This
this candy with
armor-clad
me.
eel is said to exist within the ponds of Iceland. While no longer than a normal eel, it is its propensity for danger that makes it unique. Its scales are incredibly sharp, and its skin secretes a volatile poison. The rubble waits
fucking
for the
hate
victim to step
eels.
into the pond, whom it then wraps around the leg of and digs to the bone before the target succumbs to the toxins. Legend has
Anything
it
that
eel
has
comes
the
from a dead,
audacity to
rotten
move
eel
without
that was
legs
forced back to
deserves
life
to be
by magic,
fucking killed
and their
with
descendants
fire.
have haunted the rancid waters of Iceland ever since. I like the roble. Its appearance is pretty basic, you know, it's just an eel, but it's fun because it poses a practical danger. People walking through the woods will come across ponds that they can't see clearly through. Better be careful stepping into it because an eel might wrap around your leg and kill you. There's also a lot of fun notes about it. Like the thing I mentioned, the first one came because someone brought back a rotten eel from the dead, and now it's kind of like spiteful and can only exist in unclean waters or whatever. There's also stories that say it's fine to leave sheep around them because their legs are too skinny for the roble to get a grip on. So while I would normally call it just an average cryptid, taking an animal, changing some stuff, putting it in a unique place, the stories and tales around it are pretty cool. So I'll call it a B tier. Anything gets bonus points if it makes you think twice about something you already do. Again, like going around puddles. After that, we have Big Hoot. Appalachia, and
Big
specifically
Hoot.
the Ohio River Valley, hold legend of this massive bird. Big Hoot was first proposed by
This just sounds like
cryptozoologist
Mothman
Hall,
with extra
who theorized
steps.
that the prevalence of Eastern American flying cryptids such as Mothman and Birdman could be traced
Mothman.
back to one unknown variant of massive owl.
Raoul Mothman.
Stories of giant owls spilling away prey in the night
Howdy.
have permeated
Hello,
our
I am
culture for
Raoul
generations,
the
and their
Mothman.
reflective red eyes
I
and
am-
instinctive cry could explain various features of other cryptids. Big Hoot proposes that various airborne cryptozoological sightings could simply be that of a really big owl. So earlier in the
I'll agree with
iceberg, I
that.
threw Owlman
I could believe
at F
that,
tier
100%.
because it's just a carbon copy of Mothman. Big Hoot is a little bit different because it's not a new cryptid sighting happening and someone being like, oh, I think this thing that looks like Mothman is a completely different thing than Mothman. Instead, this is a cryptozoologist theorizing that maybe Mothman and other sightings like Mothman are all the same thing, either Mothman or Big Hoot as he calls it. Because of that, I'm going to put it at non-applicable, because as a cryptid, it's just a really big owl that's trying to be Mothman, or that looks like Mothman. So it'd be like a D
He
tier
wants to
or
be
something.
Mothman
What I
so
think is more
bad.
interesting
No,
is the theory
Mothman
that
to
all
go,
of these other
though.
cryptids that look similar
Bring me
could
to
be the same
Mothman.
thing and have some kind of real-world explanation. We know that birds can get as big as things like an albatross, right? So what if an owl got to his size like that? That would explain the red eyes, that would explain it being predatory, etc. Despite the name being a cute play on Bigfoot, and it is cute, it's a real-world solution to a cryptozoological problem. And again, Big Hoot is just a cute name, so if it's non-applicable, that means I don't have to put it in D tier. After that, we have the Kelpie, one of Scotland's most famous cryptids.
I think I've heard of the Kelpie. This is the only one I've heard of in this video so far.
And drags them to a watery grave. While early legends of the
That's some
Kelpie
Scottish
depicted
ass
as a
shit right
shapeshifter,
there.
capable of taking the form of a beautiful woman in order to lure men to the water's
Isn't this
edge,
the fucking
most often appears
Pokemon? The
in form of a
fucking
horse.
the stupid
Most often,
ghost
horse's
horse?
beauty and nature compels passerbys to ride it, only to find
I'd
themselves
vote-
stuck to the
No,
Kelpie's
that makes
skin
perfect
as the
sense,
beast
'cause it's
dives into his lake,
fucking
ready to
Scottish,
drown
isn't
and
it?
eat their rider. Stories of the Kelpie killing several people at
Oh, yeah,
once,
this is-
and
yeah, this
exorcisms
is
being
definitely
performed
it.
on suspected horses, along with details
It's the
of fighting
ghost
them,
horse
including
from fucking
crosses
Sword and
silver
Shield.
bullets. The Kelpie finds itself fit.
I forget what
among
his
the Earth's
name is.
monsters. A lot of the old stories of the Kelpie are really fun. Like there's one
Spectre,
popular
that's what it
legend
is.
where these
That's
10
just
children
Spectre
go
right
down to the
there.
riverside and see a beautiful
That's a
horse,
Pokemon.
and 9 of the kids go up to pet the animal, but one of them's afraid of it and decides to stand back. When suddenly, with all 9 of the children's hands attached to the creature, it dives into the water, none of them ever being seen again. There's another variant of the tale where the kids finally coax the 10th child to come up and pet the horse, and as soon as he does, the horse starts to make its way into the water, and in an act of desperation, the 10th child cuts off his own hand before watching his hand and the 9 kids plunge to the depths. The Kelpie makes its way into a lot of media and things regarding Irish folklore, and then just the idea that in like the 1800s, they thought Kelpies were like demonic, so priests would perform exorcisms on horses that they thought were a Kelpie. Or the idea of men being armed with silver and crosses to defeat any pretty horse they see without a rider is it's just funny. Also, the whole idea of being compelled to ride a horse was much more relatable back then than it is now, because horses were the only means of travel, right? And, you know, pretty much everyone had one. So if you were out in the woods and you saw a beautiful horse, that is something that is good for transit and also probably worth a lot of money. So that explains why random people would be compelled to ride them. It doesn't really hit the same now, though, because I've never met someone who's like driving down the road and sees a horse and they're like, I have to ride it. Even though design-wise the creature is
I might
just a
think
horse,
that,
I
though.
think it's cool how it can be used in stories.
I
and a lot
never
of
ride a
interesting things
horse,
have
but
been
it makes
done
me
with
feel
historically
like I'm
and
a
through
cool
folklore.
guy.
So I think it's a solid B.
I'm
And then
Forrest
finally, for tier
Gump.
6, we have a weird one. The Groot Slang. Dutch for big
Groot
snake.
Slang.
The Groot Slang is said to inhabit
That's
a cave
fucking awesome.
in Richtersveld, South Africa. It is, and I'm not kidding, a huge snake with the head of an elephant. The story goes that when the gods first
That's
created
fucking
the world,
borderline
they made a creature
Eldritch.
too
Look at that
strong and
shit.
too smart. They split this creation into 2 creatures, the elephant and the serpent. But one of these original inventions escaped, driven to the earth's depths to hide from the gods and reproduce in spite of its creators. Its offspring make their way into the sea through underground caves, and the original beast guards the countless gems and diamonds within the cave known as the Bottomless Pit. The size and unique nature of this legend ensures the Groot Slang will haunt explorers and locals for years to
I
come.
love that.
The Groot Sling
That's-
is so
that's a
weird,
cool little
and
critter.
I kind of love it. For one, that origin story, pretty cool, right? And not only is the beast itself terrifying given its massive proportions, but the way that it guards the diamonds of Africa is interesting. And I'm kind of surprised I haven't heard it brought up in
diamonds in
narratives around African dynamite. Because with all
Africa.
the controversy around it, you would think someone would use this creature forgotten by time at the bottom of a cave, guarding the diamonds and gems that men desperately tried to get a hold of, would be used for some kind of symbolism or at least naming convention. I don't know, I just feel like the Groot Sling is an interesting creature for that, and I've never heard of it before. I could just be dumb, and maybe it's used all the time for stuff like that, and I'm just stupid, in which case disregard this, but I think it's interesting. Now that being said, as an actual cryptid, yes, it's very weird, and that it's a giant elephant snake thing, but aside from its origin, it feels kind of messy, like, oh, there was only one of them, but there's actually a lot of them because it reproduced, and they're in the ocean too, but also this one cave, but maybe other caves too. It's got a lot of qualities, dragging it up, and also a lot dragging it down, so I'm gonna call it right in the middle at C tier. Pretty weird, but pretty cool. So it's par for the course. And with that, we have the end of tier 6. Like I said, there were a lot of really cool ones this time.
Yeah, a lot of cool little critters in this one. I fuck with it. I do be fucking with these critters. Hey, Chris, what the fuck did you send me earlier? You said you wanted to finish with? We're gonna finish. What the fuck is this? It's 4 minutes. I have fucking that brain energy for this.
And a little bit of fishy fried. Cold fish on a Friday night. Pair of fins of fish just right. And the water level up. See the fish tonight. See the fish and a woman smile.
Hell yeah.
See the touch of a precious fins in your water.
Hell yeah. We going to fishy fried, baby. And get a little bit of fishy fried. I suck dick 'cause I like guys. Man, it's fried, bro. I'm shot. I've been up for almost 24 hours, and I woke up at 2:30 a.m. this morning. It is 2 a.m. right now. So in about a half hour, I'll have been awake for. I should turn my alarm off before it wakes me up in the middle of fucking. But yeah, I've been awake for almost 24 hours. It's goated though. I love the sleep deprivation. Goated part 2 stream. We're real for that. We're so real for that. We're so effing real for that though. It's your boy, Smelly Tit. How fucked my eyes look. How fucked. There's supposed to be that pink under there. Ugh, okay, I'm gay. All right, fuck nuts. That's gonna be for this one. I don't know when the next stream is gonna be. I'm getting a new work schedule soon, so we'll see. In the meantime, I'm gay. In the meantime, I'm working on vids and shit. I have 2 videos filmed I'm working on. You guys don't give a shit. Or maybe you do give a shit. I'm gay. I have penis balls and I'm gonna go to fucking sleep. If you're sucking dick, make sure you're getting paid. I'm Audi 5000 and I'm goated.